live here on the internet. We should try this live thing more often. You know, just in case it takes off. Just in case we want to get in on this live action. One of these days. Oh, live and there action. We go. Yeah, we're here. I see a video of myself. That's funny. And I look like a dollar store. A corner store grocery outlet here with all my drinks lined up in front of me.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm doing it again this year. Just mixing random
You're not
drinks.
doing sour though, because that's a little weird. When I'm like, is Adam going to have a medical emergency?
Oh yeah. No, I hate sour stuff. No sour stuff. That's
good.
That's my cutoff. I am willing to abuse myself for the internet for all you fine folks, but it has limits. Anyway, hello friends of the show. We got Flash Photo, Gone Are Me Leggies, Davina, Holiday Jester with Kung Fu Grip.
Kung Fu Grip.
I don't know the reference. Bori Zero.
It's like old toys.
What?
It's an old toys.
Okay. Oh man, I saw a video recently. My wife showed it to me on, I think it was on Reddit, of somebody who filled up one of those Stretch Armstrong dolls. They like cut off and like filled it up with a garden hose to like just see how big it would get until it popped. That thing got like human size until it popped. It was but it was weird because the head was still the normal size, but the rest of the body expanded. So it was just this human sized body. Like this, like a T-pose, and then just like, a little Stretch Armstrong head. So,
wow,
fun stuff. We're not going to be doing that.
I thought about Stretch Armstrong. Stretch Armstrong, I need to get one now. I used to torture mine.
I mean, you can. That was the goal. Could you? And yes, you could. You could do whatever you wanted. Anyway, yeah, we're here. If you couldn't tell. Two things. This is the last show of the year, so we're gonna finish out 2023.
That's it. It's already the end. Of
Yeah.
2023.
Yeah, we're the last show of the year. Just cut it off. We're done. But more importantly, we have predictions. Not only are we going to be making new predictions for 2024. First, we're gonna go over the predictions that we made last year, which I don't even remember. I do like I have the document. I haven't looked at it because I was like I don't even remember what we talked about. I do remember. Well, it was going to be our first CES since the pandemic, so I do remember that. Yeah, Ryzen 7000 had launched. Yeah. So maybe there's some X3D stuff in there. I don't know. Anyway, I will say our pre-recorded episode of the best of definitely got some discussion. There were some people on our Discord who were like, "Oh yeah, 7950 X3D. I totally get it." And then others would be like, "What the hell? How the hell did you pick the 7950 X3D? That is the stupidest thing ever."
You guys are idiots.
Yeah, and then honestly, there was more support than I expected for the 4090. There were some people that are like, you know what, actually, the 4090 still
two people.
At least a couple, more than I expected. I thought most people would be like, "You're stupid. Don't even bring that up."
Yeah, I did like how universally, as people were watching it, the Discord server had people saying, "Wow, that was an hour-long discussion."
Yeah, how could you talk that long about a CPU pick, especially in the year that it wasn't like that exciting? But no, if you couldn't tell, and a lot of people I think could tell, we just missed arguing with Gordon. That was
Gordon's in the chat right now.
Gordon is in the chat.
Yeah, says he can't remember what he predicted.
Yeah. None of us can, for sure. So. Anyway, the awards have already been given out. I lathed away at a nice little. You can see. I don't know if you can see behind me the little. I'm just kidding. That's actually not an award. Well, not one of our awards, at least. The awards are done. We're here to make predictions. We're here to close out the year of 2023, and we're here to do it in hopefully hilarious ways that don't require trips to the medical emergency room. So.
All right.
Yeah. And then Gordon is here in the chat. Glad to have you here, Gordon. And Willis is going to eat his predictions or his paper for him. Don't spoil yet what you're going to be eating it with, because it's I think it's a good reveal.
I love that we do this every year, because the media industry. Everyone's always shooting off hot takes at the hip, making all kinds of wild predictions. And I really like that we hold ourselves accountable, coming back and literally eating our words.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite episodes every year.
And don't worry, we shoot off at the hip for sure. So I'm sure, usually by the end of the episode, we're loopy and we're either too conservative because we messed up too much the previous year, or we're too liberal and F it, let's do this.
Peer Track 06, journalistic integrity. Yes,
journalistic integrity. You should get that tattoo, Brad. You should get that tattoo. Journalistic integrity. I like it.
Get the PC World logo with journalistic integrity.
I love that.
Yeah. Oh man, maybe we should get a shirt design.
A new shirt.
Wait, have we done any new shirts this year?
No,
I mean, you've been busy. That's not a slam. I'm just actually trying to remember if we've had any new shirt designs this year.
Was
Outrage Pony?
Yeah, I think the Outrage Pony was this year, right?
Was it this year? I thought it was last year.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
I was
Anyone
saying
in the
that for
chat
2024, we can maybe use that as the kickoff for the.
Yeah. Well, I hope to get a
designs.
different vendor too. I haven't been super excited with CrowdMade lately. They've made some changes. So, anyway, Ivan says you should predict next year first to be more brave. That's actually, you know what? That's
actually not a bad idea, because it would because every year we've been like, oh, all right, we're gonna take this easy because I don't want future me to be this badly off.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it has to be for this year. I'm just saying it's not a bad idea.
Let's stick with what we got. Yeah. Anyway. Anyway, yes. Let's just roll with it. Let's stick with what we got. Let's roll with it. No last minute changes. I'm done with this year, so I don't need to break my brain anymore. So cool. We have an ad there. We have Falcon Northwest in the chat and have noticed this amazing frag box, and I will hopefully not spill any sort of liquids on it. That is my guarantee. No, I shouldn't guarantee it, but I hope to not do that.
Ambition.
And this episode is sponsored. So Elaine is going to do a fabulous ad read for us to kick us off.
Okay. This episode of The Full Nerd is sponsored by Falcon Northwest. If you're looking for a kick-ass and reliable work for... Are you... Oh, sorry. I was like, I just see gesturing. I don't know. I was like, is that a stop signal?
Oh, no.
Let me try this again.
I was just pointing at this awesome Falcon Northwest system sitting right next to me.
I was just like, because I have the ad. I'm so sorry. I just see this frantic movement out of the corner of my eye. And I'm like,
stop.
I'm like, is this a stop signal? All right, let's try this again. This episode of The Full Nerd is sponsored by Falcon Northwest. If you are looking for a kick-ass and reliable worker gaming PC, head over to falconnorthwest.com and configure the rig of your dreams.
In this episode of The Full Nerd, we eat our words, nom 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 nom, and make more predictions for 2024. Welcome everyone to episode 284 of The Full Nerd, PC World's premier podcast for PC hardware. This is the final episode of the year. I am very excited. I am also your fill-in host, Adam Patrick Murray, and I am joined here today by my co-host, Brad Charkis. Hello, Brad.
Hello, Internet. I'm nervous.
Do you have a Choco Taco to eat your words with?
Those were discontinued, sadly, but I came with a box of tissue paper.
Hold on.
So
Breaking news? They were discontinued?
they're discontinued in like March or something.
What?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I did not. Okay. I'm sorry. This is not a news episode, but you just
Wait.
blew my brain. I had no idea.
Paul's
man.
not going to be able to call you that anymore.
Yeah. What a.
No, I'm just still calling me that.
He can still call you that, but then all the young kids are going to be like, what's a Choco
Yeah,
Taco?
exactly. That's what I mean.
Oh, well, and then on the line as well, we have Elena Yee sporting a fabulous sweater.
Yeah. I've got my full Christmas, or I should say holiday paraphernalia on.
I like it. And on the verticals and horizontals, we have Willis Lai. Hello, Willis.
Hello, everyone. We're matching, Adam.
Yeah, we're matching,
You
yeah.
didn't notice.
Boom, boom, boom.
There you go.
And then also he couldn't join us on the show, but Gordon Maung is in the chat right now. So he's going to join us everybody in the chat and laugh at our horrible decisions because this is the episode where we go over predictions. Not only the predictions we made last year, we're also going to make new predictions for the new year, 2024. And once again, this is the final episode of the year. So this is it's like a tradition, it's just before you go off and to your Christmas break, you get to tuck in bed with one last podcast of the year with the Full Nerd Crew. So
there you go.
Glad to have everyone here. Any other last housekeeping stuff?
I'm kind of hoping this year goes a little bit better for me. I think it might without Gordon being here to chime in real time, because every year he just says the wildest crap out of left field. And I go, what? No, I take the counter position to that. 50-50.
Well, he's still in the chat, so he can still he can still put in official picks. And he actually did send me a document with his predictions, his official predictions. And I see him in that document right now, and he might have added some things as well. So
live,
yeah. So if he adds it live, it is in real time. It is canon. So let's start off with the predictions that we made last year and going over them, whether or not, and figuring out whether or not they actually made it. So each of us, if you're joining us for the first time, we made wild predictions not always wild. We made predictions last year, some of them wild. And the idea here is that it's one thing to go out and make a ton of predictions. It's another thing to actually go back and revisit those predictions and eat your words if you're wrong. So we have a big list. It's actually numbered. We have 60 predictions by all of us to go over. So we're gonna have to go over them quick. If we get them right, then awesome. But if we got those wrong, we have to eat our words, and we all have various different ways of punishing ourselves. Brad, I think you're just gonna eat paper again.
Well, I'm gonna wipe away my tears by eating tissue.
Oh man, eat tissue. Okay, you should wipe the tears and then eat the. Oh,
yeah, I was gonna say multi-purpose. That's very efficient.
Yeah.
Elena, what are you doing for this year to just in case you get anything wrong?
I mean, I think my push-up idea is still valid punishment, especially because I haven't been working my upper body out at all this year. It's all just been deadlifts. I'm just like, yeah, I'm so strong.
I like it. And I'm going to do, man, to tell you the truth, I really racked my brain because each year I've tried to do something different. Some of them have been way too punishing, and some of them have been kind of fun. So I'm actually redoing what I did last year, and I'm going to be mixing these drinks. So if you're watching us live in the chat, please, I think you can tell from the camera here, like what drinks I have. If you have any recommendations, I am taking recommendations on how to mix them. So yeah, let me know on some recommendations. And also, so Gordon's not here to eat his words, and I can guarantee you some of them will need to be eaten. But luckily, Willis is going to be able to take one for the team in Gordon's style. Willis,
yes.
How are you going to do it?
Carrying on Gordon's tradition, I have a sausage egg McMuffin right here. So carrying Gordon's tradition, I'll also be filling it with, is it rice paper or just paper? I don't even know what you guys have.
Oh, no, that's paper.
That's paper. So Gordon, my stomach is in your hands, so please get it right.
Rip.
So let's go over them. I think we kind of we each would take one, that wasn't related to us, if that makes sense. I'll start off. Here's number one from Gordon Maung. PCIe 5 SSDs at CES with availability in first half.
Yep.
Yes. That one is correct, right? I'm trying to think. Yeah. So we did see some PCIe 5 SSDs. I remember there was at least 2 vendors that had them. They weren't necessarily like functional, but they had them physically there. And then I think we bought that first one, that Gigabyte one, the first half of the year. Yeah. Okay. Well, look at that. We're off to a strong start.
Yay.
I would call that a win. Is there anyone in the chat that says we're wrong? No? Okay. I just want to double check. I think that one's safe. Elena, you want to take number 2?
Sure. PCIe 5 SSDs will come out and not be very inspiring. Quote, exceptional for content creators, but practical benefits to PCIe 5 won't impress me. End quote. Other quote.
Another quote.
No compelling reason to opt for PCIe 5 SSDs over a PCIe 4 SSD. That was Brad.
I feel like I got that right.
Yeah, even so, I would say probably I have definitely looked at them, and I actually do have a couple, but even I haven't been I have a use case to put them in my editing rig, and even I haven't been you know what, But also it's come with still some growing pains. I remember when in the test beds I did for the 14th gen reviews, I talked to Gordon about it. I was like, should we go PCI 4 or PCI 5? We got the new thing. We're like, let's go PCI 5. But then the motherboard I had, if you populated that top slot with PCI 5, it actually cut the lanes of the GPU down. So I ended up running the benchmarks within PCI 4 anyway. So I would say teething pains, is it even worth it? Hell no. So yeah.
I'm just going to say, I mean, I'm not one to be throwing shade just because of how let's just say the lower risk I have for danger here in general. But I will say that these two are pretty funny because it seemed like these seem like a very strong indicator that everyone's like, after going through 2022's predictions, because it's typically first gen technology, or if the first iteration of a new generation of tech is usually like that.
Well, I mean, it is exciting. Gordon did some good testing on it with PCI 5, devices, but that Gigabyte. I can't remember the exact model. That was the first one we got in.
The Aorus.
Yeah, whatever the hell it was, but yeah. Not super crazy. So, number 3 is another Gordon one. Brad, do you want to take that?
I don't have access to that
you don't
document,
have the document.
So no. I requested access. No.
Willis, you want to take number 3?
Yeah. Hello. Yes, sure. See, number 3. You're both totally wrong. We're going to see them pretty fast, and everyone's going to be like, I've been waiting for PCIe 5 SSD, and they're going to sell out.
Okay, well, this one's hard to quantify because that first Gigabyte model did sell out pretty quick. So he's right on that point. But people getting excited for it. I've been waiting. The quote, I've been waiting for PCIe 5 SSD. I don't know if I would. Don't know if I would consider that. What do you guys think?
I think that's an L.
Oh. Yeah, Gordon in the chat does say they did sell out. I mean, I would say that first one sold out. I don't know about units after that.
No. That very first one, because it was the very first one.
Gordon's disagreeing. If he were here, it seems like he would be very much in disagreement that people were quote excited enough to say, I've been waiting for PCIe 5 SSD. Is there anyone in the chat that said, I've been waiting for PCIe 5 SSDs? We did see, I mean, I will say, looking at it now, there are a lot of really good models out there. I think the Corsair T700 is the highly reviewed one. So, I mean, at this point, towards the end of the year, I think we are in a spot where there are good options out there, and they seem to be readily available for sure. So, I don't know. This one's hard because it's multi-point.
So many no's in the chat.
Well, a lot of, we got Skeet Sayer. Says yes, me. Ginge says I'm waiting for it. So okay, Oh, there. Skeet Sayer has 2 MP700s. Yeah,
well, I'm jealous.
Huh? Yeah.
There's so many no's.
Track.
I still don't. I think that's an L.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, Willis. Time to eat some paper.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well,
at least a small bite. You know what?
I already prepped this, so just to show on camera, or just for audio listeners, I prepped it with a large piece of paper, and you can see on camera right now. And I mean, you can see it too. Yeah. I wrapped it like it's like a tomato, like a slice of tomato, but it's a really big one. So I'm just gonna eat it. Oh my goodness!
Which one
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. So it's a big bite for you, Gordon. Okay. Oh my God! Please get the next one right.
And Gordon makes a good point here. We just want to make Willis suffer. Gordon's right. Oh, I like that one. All right.
Welcome to the predictions episode, Willis.
Welcome to the predictions episode.
There you go. Thank you.
I will say I did not say this at the top, but the predictions from the chat are. if somebody got in a prediction from a super chat, those were the ones that I put myself behind. I actually do have some of my own ones in here, I think. But if the chat puts in a super chat, and I'm going to do this again this year, I have to be held accountable for that. So number 4, Elena, do you want to read that one off?
I can do it. She sent me the link.
Oh, okay. Okay, Brad's got it.
Sapphire Rapids will flop even harder than X299 Desktop did by John Dokic / Adam.
I will say it's not even really out. So, right? I mean, it's like limited quantities. There were some reviews, and I wouldn't call it a flop. Or I wouldn't call it a flop even harder than X299. I don't know. Let's see what the chat says, but
I think I wouldn't eat words over that. I think it's underwhelming.
Oh no!
Very much.
Oh no! Well, Skeet Sayer says, "Yeah, all right." Falcon Northwest, the maker of this fine frag box here, wants to see me mix some stuff. Yeah. Oh. All right. Okay. You know what? Underwhelming. Yeah. Okay. So. Okay. You know what?
But does that mean it's still more of a flop
than X299?
X299. That's the deciding factor here. It can be underwhelming, but if it's less disappointing than X299, then you're in the clear.
True, right? So I don't remember the X299 launch enough to say how Sapphire Rapids compared.
It was bad.
Gordon's
that was the
in
one
here.
where they were trying to charge the hardware keys for, what was it? Overclocking? I forget. They were having the hardware keys for something. They had a Core i5 Extreme Edition. It was a big...
Gordon says, I don't think it was a flop, but certainly not a spectacular smooth launch. And Falcon Northwest says it scores 105K in Cinebench R23 when you put 920 watts into it. Yeah. Wasm guy has a good point. What determines a flop? Reviews, performance, sales? Yeah. Okay. Well.
So here's the thing. Gordon just said in chat that X299 was definitely a mess. But it doesn't sound like this launch was a mess. So I think on the scale of things, you might be in the clear.
Okay. I'm fine with that. Any dissenting voices on that one? I'm going to put my cup away. All right, cool. Then I'll chalk that up as a win. Thank you so much, John Doe KCK. All right, number 5. I'll take this one. Oh no, it's for me. So Elena, do you want to take this one?
Number 5, direct storage will be a nothing burger. It will be the Wendy's of burgers. Hey, people will rave about the percentage gains, but real world performance will be a second or two from raw performance. By Eternal Duo.
Yeah, I would say I don't even think people are like raving about the percentage gains because it's not really there. What games? Yeah. There was Forspoken. One other game had direct storage. Was it the Ratchet and Clank had direct storage or?
Yes, they do. Yeah.
And I don't even remember people being like, "Oh yeah, you got to have direct storage." All right, so that's correct. Fine. So I got that one right. No eating my words on that one. Thank you, Eternal Duo. Nice. I like it. 2 for 2. I'll take it. Somebody should be keeping track. Does somebody mind keeping track of wins and losses here?
All right, I'll highlight red and green here.
Yeah, thank you.
I'll just highlight the losses in red. So it's not
there we go. All right, the next one is for Brad Charkis, or from Brad Charkis. Number 6, high profile game will launch with direct storage and make Windows 11 a must upgrade for gamers. Oops. Oh.
You hit the screen. Adam got too excited.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited for a rare loss for Brad.
We need to replace the TV. If I hit it, we lose the signal. I'm sorry, Brad. That one is a big loss.
I still don't know how Microsoft has not put direct storage into Forza Motorsport 7 or Halo or anything like that, and it
should have been in Starfield. Oh no!
For audio listeners, Brad just wiped his face with a tissue and then tore off a chunk to eat.
Oh, Brad.
Brad.
Man.
I thought the tissue paper would be easier to eat, but it's actually very much not.
You
No,
can
this is
spit
why
it
you
out
don't.
if
This
you
is why you
want,
don't
yeah.
flush them because they just don't just like they don't dissolve well. Like honestly, for strategy, I would have recommended toilet paper.
Actually, good point there.
Toilet paper is expensive. I'm
Is
just saying.
this at least aloe coated? Do you get a little bit of flavor?
Ultra soft tree products made from bamboo.
Oh, well,
Oh,
bamboo.
boy.
All right, spit it out if you need to. Spit it like
Yeah,
I
no,
might in a minute. I'm gonna go at as much as I can,
yeah. Okay, yeah.
Oh,
Chew on it
boy.
like a I don't know,
Just a nibble,
like a
Brad.
stick of gum or something. Oh my god.
but it ain't bad.
We got here one from Gordon. Elena, you want to take this one, number 7?
yes. Number 7, direct storage will be a flop. No big deal. Early games that quote support it won't do much with it. But by end of 2023, we'll see better implementations that will make
Ooh.
people go, "Oh my God, I must have direct storage."
Mm.
And
Oh,
the
there's a
editor's note here that I put in said, Gordon says both of these aspects must happen. So unfortunately for you, Willis,
Both. He was right. Nail on the head.
Nail on the head.
Nail on the head. Wait, no.
Wait.
first half he
Nailed the
was
second part.
yeah, he failed the
He
second
failed the
part.
second part. Yeah.
He failed the second
Yeah.
part, and the stipulation is that both parts must be true. So I'm
No
sorry,
one wants
Willis.
direct storage?
I mean,
oh
I
my
want it.
God.
I want it.
So sorry, Willis.
Here we go.
More of your McDonald's.
Here we go.
Is it starting? Is the paper starting to melt?
It's starting in. It's melting in right now. It's settling in.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh my God. Okay, wait, I gotta highlight this one too.
Yeah. All right,
So
number
we have 3 losses so far. Just
Yeah.
to make sure I've got this correct. Okay.
number 8 does not have a name on it. I don't. So I'll read it. I don't. It doesn't have a name on it, so I don't know who this is. 2023, the year that Windows 11, the year that the Windows 11 by default will have Start button on the left. I don't know who said
Ooh.
that. Who would have?
I
Feels
would
like-
not. I would not have said that.
Yeah.
I feel like that's most likely a Gordon.
Well, we
comment.
do have a counter. No, Microsoft will not make the Start button on left by default by Elena. So
Yeah, so
it makes me think it was
Yay.
Gordon.
I think it's Gordon. Like only like it's a very like
Actually,
Firm
and number 10 doesn't
statement.
have a name on it either. We're somehow. a couple
maybe
of these
I
didn't
think
get
maybe
named.
I was a little too involved in the conversation.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
sorry.
yeah,
I was
let's-
not a good note taker.
All right, I'm sorry, Willis. More
Again?
McDonald's for you.
All right.
This is what you
Here we
get
go.
for taking
Here we
Gordon's predictions.
You should have given
Oh
it
my
to me.
goodness.
Like okay, like here, Willis,
Mhm.
because I have so relatively few predictions in here, I'll make you a bargain. At a certain point, if you need to, I will start doing push-ups if there's a loss, so your stomach has time to settle.
go. Okay, thank you. Thanks
Yeah,
for that. I
yeah.
really should have just. Gordon was questioning. You only got one McMuffin? You
I know
should've gotten
we,
two.
we were sitting in line and Willis was like, "How many should we get?" You know, I was like, "Gordon last year Gordon
got
like
2.
wanted but he wanted to get 3." And
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, "Nah, you can get 2. It's fine." And then Willis was like, "Nah, you just get 1." And I was like, okay, yeah, let's just
I do have
take small bites."
Yeah, I do have donuts with me,
Oh,
so
we do have
maybe
donuts,
later
yeah.
I'll just fill it in with some donuts.
There you
Who
go.
knows? Let me top it with donuts, like a glaze.
All right. Well, Elena gets a win with saying no, Microsoft will not. And then there's a follow-up, number 10. In 2023, the Start menu button gets reskinned. A reskin? I
No.
would say no.
No,
No.
so
That didn't
I
happen.
have a feeling that was also Gordon because this is how it starts. 2023 colon.
2023 colon. Yeah.
Well, Willis, there's
Sorry,
another
Willis.
tiny bite in there for you.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. We got
All right.
one from the chat, a super chat from the chats. Brad, do you want to take this one?
Yeah. VC Jester predicted that Gordon will cosplay Sailor Moon at CES.
You know, it's weird.
I'm really.
I almost feel like VC Jester was setting me up on that one. Well, okay, all right. So I'm gonna. Was there any recommendations? Sorry, I've been watching the chat. Is there any recommendations of drinks to mix? Did anyone give me anything? If not, I'm going to do this. pop out the chest.
In hindsight, I am disappointed that Gordon didn't do this just to follow through on the bit.
No, I think I think he knew he didn't want to be here for this. This is yeah. All right, so let me put this over here. Okay. So I need,
Start your own first.
I need some coffee, so I'm going to take this Starbucks Nitro Cold Brew vanilla sweet cream.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah, that's going to be my my base, and I got a clear cup here, so you can see the mixture.
Civ did say coffee and beer, a root beer.
Coffee and root beer.
Yeah.
All right. I didn't get any root beer. I got A&W Zero Sugar root beer. So it's going to be particularly.
Why? Yeah.
Well, you got to punish yourself. So here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go. So cheers to you, VC Jester. Don't do this to me again. Oh, that's actually not bad. That's actually not bad.
There you go.
I mean, I'm not going to say I would like drink it, but it's like those little root beer candies, like the barrel.
Yeah.
It tastes like that.
Oh.
Like it's more. It's a darker root beer. It's like a how chocolate has different ratings.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. It's like if you were to ratchet up the percentage of root beer. It just actually worked well. So, take that, VC Chester.
That sweet cream balancing out that lack of sugar in the root beer.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, I kind of that's not bad at all. All right, I'll take that.
It's really funny because this one is actually highlighted in blue for some reason, and I feel like that was supposed to be a note to us, current us, but I don't know what it means.
Yeah,
but it's too late now.
All right, number 12. Oh, also for me. So. Who wants to take this one? Willis, do you want to read number 12?
Yeah, so Raptor Lake Refresh on LGA 1700 will be in 2023.
Boom.
That coffee.
Boom. Correct. We had some discussion about this. I do remember that we even made a video like, hey, weird. Maybe the socket is going to have 3 generations. And Raptor Lake Refresh did launch. That is 14th gen. So. Boom, win. Thank you, Coffee. Friend of the show, Coffee. I appreciate it.
I bet you that never happens again.
Yeah, we'll see.
Generation.
We'll see. Okay, number 13. This is from Brad Charkis. Rest of the RTX 40 series will continue to come out and be abysmal values.
Big win. Big loss, but big win.
Yeah, I was going to say. Sucks to be right.
I'm trying to think, is there any card that wouldn't be considered an abysmal value? Like
No.
maybe the 4070 where it is now? No. Yeah. All right. Yep. Good win. We'll give that one to you.
1440p graphics card for $700.
Also, VC Jester gave us a $5 super chat. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
If Gordon wanted to save me, he would have had to cosplay. If he didn't, I'd have to drink a mystery stuff. If VC Jester won either way. Man, I would love to see Gordon in a
Evil.
Sailor Moon cosplay. Anyway,
Would you?
yeah, no, I'll take it. All right, here's another one from Brad. Elena, you want to take this one? Number 14.
Yes. Sales are going to suck and prices will get slashed. And we'll see a refresh similar to super variants by end of year to reset generation.
Ooh. Well, it depends. I don't know if sales sucked. Some parts I think they would, but guess what? Nvidia is still selling more than any other company for GPUs.
Yeah.
So, sucked
Price.
is relative. Prices getting slashed? No. I mean, we saw some adjustments, but not slashes. And,
But it was on last gen parts too, and that's not
Yeah.
really what I meant.
and a refresh with super variants. Nope, not this year. So.
I think I missed that by a couple of weeks. Damn it.
We'll see. We'll see. Sorry, Brad. Yep. Time to wipe your tears and eat another. It's just a small bite. Oh man, he went for the whole thing.
Oh boy.
I hope you have water or something to drink next to you, Brad.
Also,
It's pretty dry.
and yeah, bamboo. Ivan makes a good point. Somebody should make generative AI that is Gordon in a Sailor Moon costume, please. I think it sounds like Ziv needs to swoop in with that one. We got number 15 here. This is another Brad Chargas. Brad, you went hard last
guess.
year. Wow. Intel will launch Battle Mage next year, meaning 2023. Wrong. And we'll have a solid showing of GPUs that will undercut AMD and NVIDIA offerings. Maybe, but it's not here. So Oh man, Brad. Oh, poor Brad.
See, and the thing is, last year I think I only got one wrong. Redoing it, so
see,
it's just
yeah.
coming out
You
firing.
were confident.
Now that I remember it,
You're
like
confident.
every year, it depends on how you did the previous year, for sure. So, all right, we got one from Gordon. Elena, you want to take this because Brad's mouth is still full of bamboo.
Oh boy. Intel's Battle Mage art cards will solidly compete with the 4060/4070 and be competitive enough to make AMD and Nvidia adjust their prices.
I mean, maybe, but it didn't
TBD.
come
Maybe.
out. I mean, maybe it will, but it's not here. So sorry.
I think
Willis.
that's a push. I think that's a push. I'll give him a push.
No, it didn't come out.
Yeah.
Yeah. If he's saying it will solid, well, okay. So Battle Mage, he's not saying Battle Mage will come out in 2023. He's just saying that
No.
Battle Mage will solidly compete with the 4060.
No, here's the thing,
But they are
Here-
predictions for.
Sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Like, I don't mean to do this to Willis. 'Cause, these are the whole premise of these predictions is that they're for the year 2023.
Yes.
So unfortunately,
Actually,
There we go.
would that be funny if Battle Mage just stealth drops like the day after Christmas?
tomorrow.
Come on, don't do that.
No,
Why would you?
don't worry. That's not going to happen.
I'll write a complaint. It's like, you couldn't have watched it on the day we did this full nerd
Yeah.
episode. Yeah.
Brad, you want to read number 17? This one's for me.
Sure. Mike Quinton's prediction was that Halo products will flatline because we've already upgraded.
Wait, how are we defining flatline? Like no
Or sales,
interest?
I would think.
I would
Yeah,
say
okay.
sales, yeah.
Okay.
Well, let's think of the Halo products. I mean, 4090 didn't come out last year, though, right? Or 2023. That came out in 2022, right?
14900K.
So 14900K. I mean, it's
X3D.
yeah. 7950 X3D.
I think the part that gets more to what he's talking about is sales for PC parts sucked this year. I think.
I mean, it's starting to pick back up towards the end of the year.
Yeah.
Ruru2 asks the Threadripper Pro count,
Mm.
because that didn't flatline. I mean, that definitely came out strong. I don't know how it sold, but I don't know. What do we think? Do we think Mike Quinton got this wrong? Or is this just we don't have enough information to
I
decide?
feel like, so from my perspective, I feel like I don't have enough information to make a fair call on this. And with that being what it is, I am not going to make somebody suffer without knowing it was actually warranted.
Brad, do you
All
wanna
I
make
know
this up?
is that the 4090 is selling so good that it's altering trade relations with China. So I think we're going to sell this.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. I'll take it. Thank you, friend of the show, Mike Quinton. Number 18. We need to kind of go through these quicker. We got 60. It's another one for me. So who, Willis, you want to read number 18?
Number 18. Let's see. Ryzen 7000 X3D will reclaim and keep the gaming crown in 2023 by Hugo Gonzalez.
I mean, whether it's the 7950 X3D or the 7800 X3D, I would say I would call those gaming crown parts, right? 14900K. I mean, while it does have its wins, generally, I think people would be on the side. So thank you, Hugo Chavez.
Yeah.
I got another win. I'll take that. Number 19. This one's for Brad. I'll read it. Meteor Lake will smash AMD in productivity, but AMD will smash Intel for gaming.
It was the opposite.
Well, I would also say
Wow, you were very confident last year.
yeah. I
You were
don't know.
riding that high.
I also do feel like, do we have enough information for that though? I mean, Meteor Lake literally just came out, and there's very limited. Oh, you already ate it, so okay.
Well, I did already eat it because
It's like,
not
let's
to
get
toot
this
our own
over with.
horn, but we had a day one review of Meteor Lake. We were one of the only sites that did, so
Yeah.
I know how it behaves.
All right. And a wild Ian's here. Welcome, Ian. All right, number 20. This one's for me.
I'll read it.
Oh God.
PC World will drop the sales of NVIDIA cards by 200 in the first quarter of 2023.
All right. I saw somebody. I'm not even going to dispute that one. We're not even going to talk about it. I saw somebody mention Coca-Cola and coconut water. This isn't just any Coca-Cola. This is Coca-Cola made by AI. This is a Y3000 limited edition, futuristic flavored, created by AI.
Adam's going to
So-
enter the Matrix after this.
Yeah, actually, I like Coke. I don't really like this AI generated one, but if there's a good use for AI, I would say this is it, is to make new flavors of drinks. I got to shake this
Adam?
vitamin water. Yeah.
I say this as your colleague and friend,
Uh-huh.
but I don't know how Ian did this, but he logged in exactly right before his whole like slew of predictions, and those are next.
Oh,
So
no.
I'm not going to say that he's wrong at predictions, but I'm just saying like you may want to choose your drink choices accordingly.
Ian
Oh,
came in just in time.
Yeah, that's not great.
Oh.
I mean, it's not bad. It's not great.
What does it taste like?
Yeah, it tastes like that watered down. Like, I actually don't taste a ton of it. I should have got like a flavored coconut water. Yeah.
Really?
I don't know. Yeah, it feels, it almost tastes like RC Cola or something, like a knockoff cola.
Oh boy.
Yeah. No. I would not win that. Okay. Oh, no. Okay. All right,
ready?
Ian. Yeah. Let's just
You ready?
do it. Let's just, yeah.
There you go.
Oh my God. There's 4 of them from him. Jesus.
I'm gonna speed all of them if that's okay.
Go for it.
Just gonna
I'm going to
lightning
start
round
prepping
this.
my Coke or
all
my
right,
cans.
number 21. Intel will hit 100 watts single core.
I have no idea if that happened or not.
Oh man, let me bring up my charts because I do have that information.
Ian's already like,
Ian
oh,
says all wrong, all caps in chat.
Where's my single
I
core?
think
Oh
Ian-
yeah.
Ian
It
did keep
is
notes.
way over. It is 180 watts single core for Cinebench. So that one is a wrong one. Okay.
All right, there you go. Number 1.
Yeah, just
Our
keep
first
going. I'm
one.
gonna mix
Okay.
this peace tea and lemonade with
Boy.
let's go this rainstorm harvest grape. Yeah.
Okay, number 22.
Yeah.
AMD won't launch Threadripper Pro 7000 series.
Oh my God. Ian, what the hell, dude? Did he do these on purpose? I thought Ian, I thought you were on my side, man. What the? Completely wrong. Ooh, that's a nice color, actually. This shouldn't be too bad.
Oh boy. All right. Ready?
Oh, that's actually pretty good. All right, I went safe with that one. You can't get mad at
well,
me.
the next one, you're going to have to add another drink to that drink.
Okay. Oh,
Oh,
good point. All right, we got 4 of them in a row. Then I'll add.
you're just gonna keep adding to it.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Ooh,
Number 23. Meteor Lake desktop won't be less than $300.
Hasn't launched yet, but I suspect that to be true when it happens. But that's a fail for 2023.
On a technicality,
all right,
unfortunately.
sure. Whatever.
Mhm.
What do I have here? I got a cardamom and black tea herbal sparkling water. I'm gonna add to this.
This one hurts a lot. Oh,
Oh no, the last one.
Sad
Oh
about
no.
this one. Oh. Number 24.
Oh, that actually
PC
kind of
Ro-
made it better.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
that black cardamom.
you're gonna need that to wipe away the bitterness of this,
Okay.
the truth of this one. Number 24. PC World hits 400,000 subs.
Oh yeah. Well, we
How close are we?
to 370.
370.
I think. Yeah.
We're close.
so-
Yeah.
Tell your friends about
Tell
it.
your friends
Tell
now,
your-
in the next
tell
hour.
your
Please
friends.
tell your
Yeah, we
friends
got
now.
30,000 subs. Man, Ian's just trolling. Oh man. Well, I'm gonna see you at CES. All right, now, so I added for the 4th flavor. I added the Powerade Mountain Berry Blast. So keeping it on berry.
You're going to have
Found
flasks
it.
ready
Man.
for Ian.
For normal folks who don't refer to Powerade by names, he means blue Powerade.
Yeah, blue Powerade. Yeah. Actually, that helped it. But that black cardamom is still like punching through. Yeah. Okay. All right, let's move on. We got one here from Gordon, number 25. AMD will launch with Vcache on high-end, 3 parts minimum. Yeah.
Yep.
There you go.
So big win, yeah.
Yay. Thanks
That-
a lot.
Thank
I will
goodness.
say, yeah. Luckily, that 7900 X3D came out because if they only came out with 2 parts,
Poor
you would
Willis.
have got that wrong. Number 26, Intel 14 Gen Meteor Lake will break previous patterns and will fit in LGA 1700. Ooh, okay. So if he would have just said 14
Yep.
Gen will fit in 1700, win, but he called it Meteor Lake. So
I think we give it to him. I think we give it to him.
You're like,
all right, all right.
Go easy
All
on
right.
Willis.
Go-
He
yeah,
go
only
easy
has
on
the
Willis.
one sausage McMuffin.
At the time, there was question. Nobody knew for sure what it was going to be on the desktop by the end of the year. So.
Okay. All
I'm
right.
finally on the board here.
Yeah, where we at? Number 27. Brad, do you want to take 27?
Yeah. The Ryzen 7800 X3D will launch at $450, and the price will be stickier at that point by Elena. Correct.
What is the lowest we've seen it? Because I feel like it's dipped below 400, right?
It has, but in general, you haven't been seeing deals on this like you used to with the 5800 X3D.
Yeah. No, okay. Yep. Okay. No, I'll count that as a win.
I worded that very carefully.
Of course. Here's one from Gordon. Elena, you want to take number 28?
Sure. Apple will market 2023 M-class chips on efficiency and avoid performance talk compared to others.
I mean, come on, that's easy. Dude, Gordon, come on. I mean, at least Willis doesn't have to eat anything on that one.
Thank you for that.
But that one was easy. All right, number 29. This one's from Brad. Willis, you want to read this one?
Yes. Number 29, FSR3 with its fluid frame generation will disappoint in quality and performance versus DLSS3. Brad?
I feel like I've seen people say that FSR3 and its frame generation hasn't been bad, right? I feel like it's been kind of mixed.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not as good as the LS3, but it doesn't disappoint, I would say.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it disappoints.
Yeah.
I mean, but granted, we haven't had a ton here. No, I
ready
think
to
you
move
got
on.
it right.
No.
Oh, no, we'll disappoint. Yeah,
No.
no, it didn't
Yeah.
disappoint. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I have weird drinks in my head right now. So, number 30 from Brad.
Better than tissue paper.
Yeah, true. We're halfway through. Brad won't talk about GeForce Now much anymore.
That is
I feel like I
true.
dialed it
That
back
is
this
actually
year.
true. Yeah,
It's true.
That's
It's
actually
true. No, it's true. It's like 100% true.
Yeah,
Yes.
true. Number 31. Oh, this one's for me. Willis, you want to take number 31?
Number 31, Microsoft will be denied the acquisition of the Activision Blizzard by Taste Like Tofu.
Sorry, Adam.
Does it taste like tofu, Adam?
I wish. I'm gonna go back for that the cardamom and black tea because I actually kind of liked it. This time I'm gonna mix it with.
Which one you haven't opened yet?
I've opened all of them.
Okay.
So far, because let me do the black cardamom with the root beer. I'm curious about that. That this one's just professional curiosity. Huh. Nope. It's not bad. That one's not good. The coffee like added to the root beer. This one, yeah, I don't know. Weird. Okay. 32. Oh, another one for me. So Elena, you want to?
AAA Games will begin recommending 32 gigabytes of RAM. Returnal is the first in the wave of advancement.
Oh, come
We've
on.
been on 16 gigabytes for too long.
All right.
So says Eternal Duo.
All right,
Or so said.
Eternal Duo A. I'm gonna pull a solid here for you. Our building had donuts this morning, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a little bite or a little bit of this and dunk it in.
Why?
and eat that?
Do you think you got that wrong?
I got it wrong.
Why do you think that? 32 gigabytes is not a trend.
Well, but they didn't recommend. AAA Games will begin recommending 32 gigs. Have you seen anyone recommend 32 gigs?
Not really. No, that's what I'm saying.
Well, yeah. So,
Well, so I got it wrong.
No, you got it right.
no, it didn't come to pass. This prediction is saying that this will come to pass. It did not come to pass.
it did
So
not come
Adam
to pass.
unfortunately has
Yeah,
to take the loss.
so-
Oh,
Too much tissue paper in your system.
Oh,
I
Toxins
guess
are
so.
going to your brain. Maybe you should take it easy on those.
that's bad.
bamboo man.
Don't know how it was treated.
God, that's bad. All right. Oh God, another one for me, Brad. 33.
AMD high-end desktop will revive the enthusiast market for PCIe lanes by Skeetsayer.
Will revive. So the Threadripper Pro and non-Pro will revive the enthusiast market. I don't know about the 4 PCIe lanes, but
I
You're
think
good.
in terms of like pushing
HEDT
up.
came back.
yeah. All right, I'll take a break. Thank you. This one's from Brad. No Steam Deck revamps in 2023.
No.
Does the screen alone count?
Yes.
Dude, it wasn't just the screen. Like they
I know.
reworked all the internals. That is a solid revamp.
Alas.
Man,
You were very confident last year, Brad.
yeah.
You were very
You're
confident.
gonna be very
Gordon got to me.
Conservative. I mean, all right. So, here's one from me, myself, Adam, Brad. Oh, you still have something in your mouth. Willis, you want to?
I'm good.
Oh, yeah, 35.
Steam Deck will get some sort of refresh. In
Bam.
2023.
Bam.
Oh, yeah.
Bam. I'll take it. All right.
Okay, so
Take
I
it where
don't
you can
remember
get it.
exactly. I don't want to say this exactly because I did not actually review last year's
I
episode.
know. I should have went back. Usually I do.
But I actually want to say that I feel like this was actually a risky thing for you to have said last year because I feel like if I remember right, the conversation last year was like more in favor of Brad's side, and you were like,
Yeah.
"No, I'm gonna put my money on this or my stomach on this."
Yeah. Well, also, I mean, I can't remember specifically, but I think I was probably maybe leaning more towards like some sort of like spec bump, like actual processor
Yeah.
change or
Mhm.
something. Like
Yeah.
maybe I talked about the screen, but I mean, listen, if it was just the screen, that would be one thing. But they definitely did address a lot of the things, up to battery capacity. I mean, it literally moved
Yeah.
components around. So like, yeah.
My heart was coming from spec bumps because at the time, people were like, "Are we going to get a new Steam Deck every year? Or is it going to be like a console?" And
Yeah.
my argument is, it's going to be like a console. You're going to leave it for a couple
Mhm,
years.
mhm.
But the
Uh,
OLED edition,
well, we got one from Elena Yee. Here we go.
No, you skipped one. You skipped one.
36.
Oh, somebody
36.
highlighted it. Oh, okay.
That's
So to 2023 year of Steam Deck clones that run SteamOS. Yes for the first part, no for the second part. So
Yeah, that's the reason that it was highlighted. I
Big
was
no.
gonna turn it red.
yeah, definitely a lot of. I mean, obviously this is the year that handhelds popped off for sure. But yeah, run SteamOS. No, not
Come
yet.
on.
Not yet. Sorry.
I just want to let people know that the paper has melted officially, so it looks
Really?
like a provolone cheese.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Actually, that's probably better for you, right? Yeah, it just goes down a little easier. We got one for Elena. Brad, do you want to read 37?
Oh boy, here we go.
what do we got? SteamOS with Proton and all that jazz will be available to DIYers in 2023.
Bye guys. I'm gonna go do my
Yeah,
push-ups.
Yep, do it. Do you have a
Yeah.
push-up camera, or are we
No,
trusting
I
you?
didn't set one up this year, but I've got a dynamic mic, so I don't know if you hear me, but I'll count them.
Okay, just count loudly in
My
the background.
my number is 10.
10.
If chat is very upset about that being too low, we can move the number up.
Also, if she doesn't come back, we'll send help.
The foster cat ate me.
Oh crap! Oh, dude. So I've got 6 more in a row for me. 4 of them are from Ian again. Jeez.
Mwahaha.
Brad, do you want to take 38?
All right. Yeah, a new Nintendo console by Christmas 2023. Ko-Fi.
Wrong. Dang
So
it.
wrong.
I really wanted that one to be right. I'm gonna have some more of the coffee because I need more caffeine. This time, you know what? I'm gonna play it safe because I have a lot here to drink. I'm gonna do the black cardamom in the coffee, which actually is one of my favorite drinks from Blue Bottle. It's a black bottle. All right, Arrow.
All right. I am
Yeah, I kind of
very
watered it
pink
down a
for
little
some
bit.
reason, but this proves I did not lie about doing those.
Nice. Thank you, Elena. I got one wrong out of 6. Do you want to take 39, Elena? Actually, take all of Ian's again. Just
So sorry. I'm so sorry. Number 39. AMD 16 core plus V cash will be $999 US.
all right. I'm gonna keep adding to this one again. Let's do the peace tea lemonade. Into the coffee. Oh, that's bad. Okay, that's bad. All right, Elena, 40.
Uh, Ian beats Gordon's Cinebench world record.
No, not to my knowledge. Ian did not beat Gordon's Cinebench world record. For those of you who don't know, Gordon has a world record of the lowest Cinebench score ever. Look for it on our YouTube channel. We surprised Ian with it. It was a funny video. So no, Ian did not beat that. Unless he hasn't submitted. He said he's done it, but he hasn't submitted. I don't believe you.
Oh yeah, that dog ate my homework too.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna put root beer in next. Oh, this is gonna be. Yeah, just whatever. Keep going. 41.
41. ASRock launches Sonic GPU.
Well, they did a Sonic motherboard. Is there an ASRock Sonic GPU? I don't think so. Oh, no, it's just the motherboard.
Lame.
God damn it.
Actually, it's pretty cool, but
All right,
Drink
coconut
up.
water.
Drink
Let's have
up.
coconut water.
I feel like for next year you may have to put a limit on the number that each person can submit.
I'm getting a headache here.
Oh no.
Yeah, no Sonic GPU,
Yeah,
no
whatever.
Hedgehog.
Just keep going. Keep going. Oh, that's bad.
42 alien.
Okay. Oh, I thought there was.
It's one more. Yeah, one more.
wow.
There's
Clusters
more.
of 4.
More from me. Yeah.
Clusters of 4. Okay. Intel refreshes Alchemist P4 Battle Mage.
No,
they did release the 8580.
that's not a refresh. Yeah.
No, it's not.
All right. Here we go with some rainstorm, clean energy. Good thing it's clean
Yes.
energy. I wouldn't want any of that
Sounds
dirty
terrible.
energy.
That sounds terrible.
Oh, it's starting to congeal.
Robert Lawrence in chat says Adam is going to need a long toilet break soon.
Oh. Oh, okay. One more for me. Willis, do you want to read 43?
43. End of 2023 will be the year Windows 11 takes over, aka 51% of the home user and professional markets. Richard
Windows
Calgill.
11 market share.
Sorry, Adam.
Not even close.
No,
Yeah.
are you sure? Oh,
Not yet.
Sorry, Adam.
oh, yeah, not even close. Oh,
Not even close.
God, dang it. I thought maybe I could get that one. All right, the Blue Powerade. Yeah. I should have brought like a toast or something to like soak this up in my stomach. Yeah. All right, let's just do it.
Maybe some bread next year, yeah.
Ugh.
Wow, there's like a sea of red in this document. I don't think I've ever seen so many ones. I think they got cocky last year.
44.
Yeah, we whiffed.
Windows 8 users will go to Windows 11, not Windows 10. How do we quantify that?
I think that's actually a loss for me because I feel like a lot of people on Windows 8 probably have hardware that won't support Windows 11.
Yeah. Push-ups. That's just me being angry.
It's the drinks talking.
Yeah, sorry. Windows let's highlight that red. I don't know what red. No. Okay. All right, Brad, do you want to take number 45 from Gordon?
Yes, I do. Gordon thought that 4 terabyte SSDs will consistently be $247.62
What?
average.
4 terabyte
2020.
SSD. How do we even? I'm gonna go to Amazon. A 4 terabyte. Does he say what kind of SSD or
No.
No, you can find one and plug it into Camel or something though.
$247.62
there's
average.
there's a Crucial P3 Plus for 212. I mean, if we want to add SATA
No,
in there,
that's wrong.
it's
That's wrong.
Okay,
That's wrong.
sorry, Willis.
Man.
Eat.
Sorry.
Here you go.
Oh yeah,
That was not meant to be spiteful. I'm sorry.
we're getting spiteful at each other.
Just for 2023.
So Falcon Northwest says, if I hurl on stream, please aim away from the PC. I'm gonna open it up. I get a really nice right here in the fin stack on this 280 millimeter AIO. I'm just kidding. No, I'm not gonna. I'm fine. Okay.
Gordon's in chat saying, "Wait, I see 4 terabyte SSDs for $229." The problem, Gordon, is that you worded that with not just a caveat, which was the word consistently, but you emphasized it so much that I put it in italics in the notes.
Yep.
Also, I would say it's under, right? Like the thing is,
But
like,
that's average. That's the average.
yeah.
You can get red ones on sale for that now, but it hasn't consistently been that.
Yeah.
Well, 4 terabyte SSDs have dropped like below
Yeah.
200 this year, enough times that I think it drags down the average.
Yeah.
And
he's wrong.
he did this, I think, for himself, not knowing Willis would be the fall guy for it. But he gave such an exact number. Like you'd have to exactly be $247.62.
Yeah.
Like it actually would have to be that.
I should have went back
And
and listened.
consistently, not just consistently, but consistently.
I wish I could have went back and listened because, yeah. All right. Sorry, Willis. Eat.
Oh boy.
All right. Another one from Gordon.
Right.
Brad, do you want to take 46?
Yeah, the density of DDR5 will push us above 32 gigabytes, and people will regularly choose 2 by 32 gigabyte
Oh.
kits by the end of 2023.
All right.
Oh, Willis, I'm sorry.
No. Okay.
Wait.
He doesn't say what kind of people. I would say enthusiasts regularly
No.
by 64. No?
No.
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 Okay. Sorry, Willis. I'm trying to stick up for you here. Eat. All right. Man,
what?
we got a lot wrong. Aw. Okay,
Most of this is wrong.
Uh,
Document is so rare.
okay, 47's for me. So, Elena, you want to Yeah, go ahead.
No, sorry, I jumped in there. I predict AMD will release a 16-core 3D V-Cache chip that will launch in the first quarter of 2023. The performance will beat the 13900 Keep Spending by Evocati Productions.
Evocati
Evocati
Productions.
Productions.
That is true. So, thank you.
Yeah.
Friend of the show, Evocati Productions. You are the best. All right. So,
It's tricky reading these names out because I'm used to hearing you say them all the time. I'm like, how does he put the spin on it?
oh, man.
It's
got something
kind of
building in my
bumming me
throat.
out though, because I haven't seen some of these names in our chat in a while.
I know,
I hope
yeah,
everyone's
right.
doing well.
Yeah. Okay. Number 48. This one's for Brad. No clear winner between the 13900 KS and whatever top end 3D V-Cache AMD chip comes out in games. One will win in some games, the other will win in other games. Sorry, I would say 3D V-Cache beats the 1300 KS in most games.
Yeah.
Just
This is
like
the end of
the
this piece of
sigh,
information.
and then
Or at least
just
most
dabbing
games
his eyes.
benchmarked, I guess. Because, I mean, not wrong, like, yes, but to say
The
there's
spirit
no
of it is
clear
wrong.
winner, yeah,
Yeah.
I would say there is a clear one that people go for. Okay. 49. This one's for Gordon. Elena, do you want to read 49? Getting there.
ATX 3.0 power supplies will be the standard for quote not budget buyers. I feel like he was staring at my window on the screen as he said this.
I
No,
mean,
that's not true.
I don't know. I would say I only bought ATX 3.0.
I don't know anybody in the real world who has one of those aside from me.
We got a ton of them around.
You. I guess we got two.
Yeah, but that are you? But does he actually count as the real world because he's also part of our team?
No, I think that's a miss.
Oh, sorry, Willis.
Really?
If you need
Really?
if you need to make Elena do push-ups.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
I will eat it. The cheese has melted even
Okay.
further now,
Well, that's
so
good.
it just looks a little weird.
Oh, Falcon Northwest says it's all they sell is ATX 3.0. Also, we've gotten a
That's
good
'cause they're
number-
classy.
Yeah, sure. That's
But
true.
the thing
David
is,
Richards
though,
said they bought two.
The thing is, though, is that Gordon defined it as not budget buyers, which means he's pulling in like mid-range PCs as well. And the thing is that Gordon could be saying that people who buy Core i5 parts are still budget buyers. I don't know. He's in chat, but I feel like if with that wording as it is, as how most people I think would interpret what budget means, I do not think that ATX power supplies are the norm across that wide of a spectrum. Higher end, possibly.
Yeah. Number 50,
Sorry,
Brad.
Willis.
Brad, do you want to read number 50 for me?
50.
Yeah.
I was going to predict a refresh while the 4080 and 7900 XT are cut to 1,000 and 799 respectively by the end of June, and then Brad stole it by Crazy CES1.
Wrong.
Well, I'm glad I didn't actually get that. So yeah,
Yeah, it's not in our document. I don't even know. That's the point.
I gave it to him. I'm glad I gave that. I would have ate more. This tissue paper is gnarly.
Yeah. All right, this Coke, and then let me. Actually, I'm curious to see what this crappy Coke and this black cardamom. I like this black cardamom, just not mixed. Oh, actually, you know what? That does help. All right, I'll take that one for a break.
30 seconds later.
Yeah, right. No, I'm just kidding. Broke Brad. Is that actual Brad, or was that
wasn't me? No,
Brad's alter ego.
Yeah.
All right. AMD will launch a 4090 competitor. Broke Brad.
That's for you.
Oh, that's not Brad. Our Brad.
No, this is a chat Brad.
Alternative Brad.
Alternative Brad.
But it's okay.
Hey, 7900 XTX.
Yeah, and that
When
was
did that
already out at
launch?
the time. Even.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was out in like November, December. And no, because we did this a little early and it came out at like the end of December. That's why.
Oh, we did do this early last year. Last year, I think we had to do it November.
Yeah.
Wait, so.
See, they're good. To me, the 7900 XTX counts as a 4090 competitor.
Yes. Yep. Okay, cool. I'll take it.
Oh,
Willis, you
boy.
want to read 42?
Here we go.
52.
52. Sorry.
52.
52. We're almost there. We're getting there.
You're almost done.
Ugh.
Intel will have a comeback story with Arc and will be competitive in the mid-range GPU space and force AMD and NVIDIA to pay attention to that segment again.
I mean,
I'll be back.
listen. No, hold on. I will say the first part. Let's break this down. Intel will have a comeback story with Arc over the course of the year with their driver updates. I would call that a comeback story, right?
Yeah.
Like they have definitely like improved in DX9, DX10. Like, you know, like they've definitely said like, hey, listen, we hear where we need to do good. They have definitely done that. So I will say that. Will be competitive in the mid-range GPU space and force AMD and NVIDIA to pay attention to the segment. But define
Gordon?
mid-range.
Gordon's in the chat just saying push-ups. Push-ups.
Gordon's
No, push-ups.
It's funny because if anything, I would say they made an impact in the budget range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Not
there's a
mid-range.
reason why I was doing
Okay,
warm-up
right,
stretches.
right.
You were reading it. I'll be back.
It's got a comeback story, but yeah, it didn't finish.
No.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gordon wants to see push-ups. All right. We got the next one for Brad, 53. You'll be able to buy a $700 OLED monitor before the end of the year. Is that true?
I'm Googling that, but I know you could get one for 8, but I don't think you ever got down to 7. Yeah.
Chat.
Yeah. I'll take the L on that.
Well, hold on. True. So somebody in chat saying true. Because we're not talking about the quality of OLED monitor. I think we're just saying
No.
On sale. Somebody says it was probably intended to be at one point though. Elena, do you know of any $700 OLED monitors?
Off the top of my head. And also, side note, next year I'm definitely going to have to maintain my upper body strength better.
Were the Amazon Fire TV ones OLED? That was supposed to be
Oh, those are
cheap.
TVs, though.
Yeah, I think he's talking about. Moses said they got a 240 hertz OLED for $550 on sale. Also,
Heck
the
yeah.
Steam Deck's
Sweet.
got an OLED monitor. And that's under
That's true.
700.
All right, I will take not eating.
Yeah. No, I'm. Let's be nice to Brad. All right, here's another one for me. Who wants to take that one?
Let's see.
54.
Microsoft will fight to the bitter end to acquire Activision, and in the end will be allowed to, due to winning a lawsuit versus the FTC or settling with them. 50% true?
Yeah.
There you go. That's a
Boom.
win.
Cool. Thank you, Evocati Productions. You are the best. 55 also for me.
Jensen will do another karaoke by David Richards.
I mean, come on. At some point in 2023, Jensen did karaoke.
I didn't see it. Just saying.
Did you see him?
I didn't see it, but that doesn't mean we had to see it. Come on. The chances of him doing karaoke had to have been high, right?
Oh, you can get a portable travel monitor with OLED for $400. That's not kind of what I meant, but yeah.
Hey, David Richards says he did. I don't.
All right.
I don't have any proof, but I mean, come on.
I think the thing is that like when the generality or sorry the looseness of the statement is what saves it, because when someone says OLED monitor, I'm thinking like ultra wide, higher end, but it is true that it has been filtering to other sizes and.
Good point. David Richards says he did on stage during the when you guys were there at Computex. Did he sing?
No,
He didn't sing while he's on stage. I thought he
don't think
sung.
so, Gordon. If you,
I thought he sung while he was on.
Well, actually, Gordon did say, well, he was eating street food, but he thinks he did at some point, but not when we were there.
It was AI generated, Jensen.
That still counts.
Yeah, I'll count it. All right, we got a couple more here from Gordon. We'll see a 1,000 gigahertz monitor demo in 2023. Did we see 1,000
Nope.
hertz? No.
No.
Yeah,
No.
sorry,
No.
Willis.
There you go.
Oh, this is probably your last one.
Wow.
So there you go. You're
You're
done.
free.
You're done.
Yeah.
You're free.
You're
Oh,
free.
Yeah, Ian says he had an AI generated song. So there you go. This one's for me. Two for me.
Yeah.
Go for it, Elena.
Amazon gives Luna the axe in 2023. John Doe KCK.
Was that 2023? When did they do that?
Luna's still around. It's just in a different form now, right?
Mm,
No, it's still there. Yeah, it's still
Yeah.
a cloud gaming service. So
Yeah.
they did not get an axe. All right, yeah, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna eat a donut.
soak it all up.
I'm just gonna eat a donut.
Soak it all up.
Take that, Evo Cotty product. No, it's John Doe Casey.
Soak it all up.
We'll go
All right. Hope you like that donut because number 58.
donut.
Coop owners and Gordon find common ground in 2023. Also, KCK.
Excuse me. I will say yes, because Willis upgraded from a Coop this year,
So
and he had something to be in common ground with Gordon.
I did.
So you were a Coop owner.
I'm a coupe owner. I am now out of the coupe game. I switched to a sedan now, a hybrid sedan.
So he got common
There you go.
ground. Yeah.
Well, no, so like I'm not trying to make you eat, but I will say I feel like the spirit of that is not saying that someone just converts to Gordon's position, but they actually find mutual common ground.
Did you ever find common ground with Gordon this year?
As a coupe owner, not quite. I think we've always been beefing around coupe versus his cars. he always just disses on coupe,
All right.
Gordon.
All right. I'm gonna get one last drink then. All right. What should I do? Any? I feel like the nastiest thing is this Rain Harvest Grape.
You gotta have that sweet cream coffee in there too.
Rain Harvest Grape
boy.
and sweet cream coffee. All right. So I think it'll be my last one.
Ew.
Like what our
Oh.
sorry to disappoint, but gas has been expensive. So
Oh.
All right.
Oh,
had to give up the coupe life.
Okay. Two more. Last, we got one from Brad. Twitch will tightly integrate Luna and become the dream. Hop in the game your favorite streamer is playing right now that Stadia was supposed to be. Meh. Sorry. Eat.
Did
Sorry,
I
Brad.
get any of them right this year? My God.
I know, right?
Let's
God,
find out.
I mean, we got a lot of red in this document. Also, Elena.
Yes, you did. You did get some right.
Yeah.
You just got more wrong.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And then number 60, a holdover from, I think, every year we've done this, is
Yeah.
The very
Star
first one we've
Citizen.
done.
Yeah, Star Citizen will not release in 2023 from Hayden Dingman. Winner.
We just rolled that one to 2024.
We're just gonna keep rolling that one.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, we did it.
Wow.
We ate our words.
We did it.
Willis, checking in on you. How are you feeling?
I'm
over
good.
there?
I'm good. How about you? How about yourself?
You know,
Oh my God,
I'm
there's
having
so
I'm having
many
a
red.
weird feelings over here.
Are you
I'm not.
twitching a bit? No, you're not.
No, I'm not. I'm not going to throw up. Don't worry, Falcon Northwest. I'm not going to throw up. But yeah, I wish you could see how this last one congealed, because it's not a pretty sight.
Congeal.
No, it did. Yeah, it's got like chunks going in it.
Oh, dear.
So yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm okay. Brad,
Do
how are
want the
you doing?
statistics?
This was actually the worst one I've ever done. I extremely dislike that. It seemed just stupid and funny, but no, it's terrible. I almost just cussed at it.
Hey,
Would
well,
you,
We need to send you rice paper next year.
would you like the
Not tissue.
statistics? We got
Elena's got statistics.
56. We got 56% of our percentages wrong.
Oh, that's actually, that's actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought you were going to say we got 56 out of 60 wrong.
I'm going to count Brad's percentage now if you would like.
Please.
Way wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. And Tanmay, thanks for stopping by. They got to head out. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Well, This is not a great year. It has not been a great year for predictions, so I guess we'll see
Brad,
how
I'm
that
really
goes.
sorry. I think I counted this right. You were 75% wrong this year,
Brad, dang, Brad.
Ooh.
which is really weird for you because normally you're like 75 to like 90% right.
I let Gordon last year, he was going on about swinging for the fences. This ain't, making board. And then he talked about the M3, but I bought into it a little bit too much last year.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway. All right.
All right, let me start a new document.
Yeah. Start a new
Yeah.
document. So this is the point of the stream where we remember all of these predictions that we made, and go ahead and make new predictions for next year. Because we're so excited to do so. Elena's making a document. I have a document of Gordon predictions that we could put in there, and we do have some super chats already in. So listen, if you liked seeing me punish myself with these drinks, then you can get your own prediction in with a super chat, and I will have to honor that next year. So now is the time to do that. If you don't want to give us money, that's okay. Don't worry about it. Give it to your local charity. I won't be mad. All right. I think we should start off with Gordon one from Gordon. Because he is here, and I see him in the document, so he might have added some since then. We got first one from Gordon. Elena, you ready with the document, or are you?
I just sent the link to you all in Slack.
Oh, okay. Let me bring it up. The first one from Gordon, and I gotta find it. There we go. I will put it in here. Zen 5 will take the overall desktop performance crown in 2024. Meaning, oops, crap, I pasted that in wrong. So I think what he's saying, Zen 5 is going to beat Raptor Lake Refresh that is out now, and then if Meteor Lake or Arrow Lake ever comes out on desktop, Zen 5 will also beat it down. So there's two parts of that. Zen 5 needs to release next year.
Yeah.
So, which I think probably, right? I think, yeah, it's time. Because that would be, 2 years?
And then it just has to be better than whatever Intel has on the market at the time.
Yeah.
So if it launches in the summer, it's going up against 13th Gen Plus.
Yeah. We'll take the overall desktop performance crown. That also overall means productivity and gaming. I mean, we're talking about overall. So
I like this. This was actually going to be one of my predictions as well, but I'll let Gordon put his name on the line. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I like it. All right. Brad, do you have one to follow up with?
Let me see. Yeah, I have a handful of them.
Go for it.
Well, we just talked about OLED monitors. I think this year, a normal OLED monitor, I'm not talking about portable monitors and stuff like that. I think on sale, you'd be actually able to get one for $500 this year.
On
Ooh,
sale?
Bold.
On sale. Yeah, you'll be able to buy a OLED monitor for $500 at some point in 2024.
Are we talking like
Like
Yeah, what
standard
kind of
size?
monitor.
Yeah. Okay, I was gonna say that. Yeah, desktop. All right. Elena,
They already
feel free
got
to add
down
this.
to the ultra wide. The Alienware one got down to $800. So $300
Yeah.
is a big discount, but I have a feeling it might happen.
Nice, I like it. We got a couple super chats that are not related. Friend of the show, Eek44, thank you so much. Gave us 7. Excuse me. Oh boy, tummy.
All that
17,
combination.
17 Danish krone said 75% wrong is 25% right and 0% left.
Yes.
I like that. Yes. Yeah. And then here we go. I'll put in the next one from the chat. Goner Me Leggies gave us $10. Said prediction Adam might like for next year. Handhelds will continue to grow in popularity, and Meteor Lake / Intel will finally challenge AMD SoCs. If nobody was going to give this one to me, I was totally going to do this one because I mean, while it hasn't been part of the launch, or I haven't seen any handhelds like talk about it. Actually, no, that's not true. No handhelds. It was all laptop stuff. Yeah, I do actually think that we'll see some Meteor Lake options, and they will be like, oh, okay, this. I don't think it's gonna beat. Actually, here I'll add this one. Just myself. Meteor Lake won't beat AMD in handhelds. it'll get close. It'll be competitive. There'll be an option. There'll be a reason to get it as that. And as of right now, I mean, you just can't say that about Intel.
You gonna put in the footnote there?
Well, I'm adding it as a whole separate one. Yeah. Oh, you got it. Okay, cool. Well, thank you, Goner Leggy's $10. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Well,
I have a somewhat related one.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, Brad.
Do you have a related one? You can go first.
Actually, Gordon does too.
Brad, go ahead.
All right. I think that in 2024, Microsoft will release a special version of Windows optimized for handhelds.
I'm gonna take the counter on that. I don't. Yeah, as much as I would like to see it, I don't think they will. So yeah,
I do. It's getting big. I think they're gonna.
Because a special version, just to clarify, a special version means like not just like not like a launcher, right? Like because right now, like an actual whole OS.
Yeah, like how
no, it
we
doesn't have to be a whole
Xbox.
OS. They can reskin it in some way. Like it's a version of Windows that's optimized to run on handhelds.
Like just a reskin, or like more like
Or like a front end launcher.
Or like the Xbox is basically the Xbox launch or operating system is basically based off of Windows, but it's definitely its own thing.
I think it'll do stuff like hopefully have an instant resume. I think it'll handle notifications and gaming notifications and stuff a little bit different. I think all that kind of stuff. It'll be the Windows that you know and love, but just probably reskinned is the way to do it with some extra added features added in, because that really is the Achilles heel of the Steam Deck competitors right now.
Yeah, I'm fine countering that. Yeah, I don't think they're going to do it. Yeah, especially that resume from sleep one. I know it was funny. I was listening to the Giant Bomb Game of the Year deliberations, and I can't remember which category, but it was like biggest disappointment or something like that. One of the finalists was the ROG Ally, or just like, or no, it was like stop making this a thing, and which is Windows on handhelds. And our friend of the show, Jeff Grubb, was talking about how like he's had a horrible time like putting it to sleep and having it like wake up from sleep and stuff, like a Steam Deck or a Switch. For me, like I actually don't use it that way. I just shut it down completely. So it's not a problem for me, but I can see how it can be a problem for them. And I don't think Windows is going to solve that. I think, yeah,
Ooh,
that's a harder
and
one.
some bold statements from the chat.
Oh, all right. I've not been following chat. All right.
To piggyback off that for another prediction, over on Discord for their 2024 prediction in our forum, Cosmax says that Adam will buy another handheld in 2024. That's an easy one.
So it's not an official prediction.
Yeah.
They didn't put money on it, but that's a good prediction. I like that one.
Right.
a lot.
So no money, no
money on it. Yeah.
Okay, so it doesn't
Also,
go
that
in
one,
the
that
doc.
one's too easy.
right.
Yeah.
But he will sniff it as well.
Yeah.
He
Actually,
will sniff-
I will sniff.
He
I will
will
sniff
sniff
some.
the
I don't
console. He
care
will
what
sniff the
Valve
handheld.
says. Mr. Valve can come to my door and tell me not to, and I'm still going to sniff.
Mr. Valve.
We do have another one from Gordon. Let me bring up Gordon around this. I mean, this one's kind of easy. We will see a gaming handheld using Meteor Lake in 2024, so I just want to put it in there, but I also think that's pretty easy. And then we do have a super chat. Let me get to another. Or Brad, did you have another one you want to throw in there? Or?
Yeah, I got plenty.
Actually, Elena, have you done any?
Yeah. If we're still doing gaming stuff, I have a relevant one. But
for it.
did you want to read the super chat first?
No. It's not the same.
So I hate to be a downer, but I think 2024 will be another year where we're going to see some painful PC gaming launches.
Well, yeah. Unfortunately, yes.
I hate that you're right.
That's not going away. Okay. Oh, actually, you know what? This is a good hand. I guess we're getting the handheld ones out of the way at the beginning. NVIDIA will enter the handheld PC gaming market. This is from Gordon. I'm sorry. It's from Gordon. NVIDIA will enter the handheld PC gaming market with an ARM-based CPU combined with a dedicated GeForce. He didn't say dedicated. But
Can you copy and paste that? 'Cause
yeah, I'll copy and paste. So I actually personally am okay countering that because I cannot see that. I mean, yeah, I'm just gonna write counter.
Is
Yeah,
it counter or hard counter?
yeah. Like, listen. If you, yeah, because he's saying NVIDIA will enter the handheld gaming PC market with an ARM-based CPU. NVIDIA's not gonna. I don't think NVIDIA is gonna come out with one of their own. Maybe we'll see a handheld with a laptop GeForce part or something, a low power part. I could see that, but like to say NVIDIA will with an ARM-based CPU, that's the other thing too.
Yeah.
If it's running ARM, what is it going to run Windows? And then, oh man, that's going to be a nightmare. It's going to
Run GeForce Now.
Yeah. So the only thing I could see is an NVIDIA branded streaming device, kind of like the Logitech G Cloud. Is that what it's called? Right. So that was just streaming, but that was Android based. So NVIDIA wouldn't do that. Well, I mean, unless they really wanted to push GeForce Now.
They already did that with the Shield back in the day, and it never had a follow-up.
Yeah. Will it have a follow-up?
I think the only way that it happens is if they're not powering the next-gen Switch.
Yep. Switch is being mentioned right now in chat. Ian's in chat saying that NVIDIA won't do it. Too low of a margin.
Yeah. I just, what do they stand to gain other than GeForce Now? That's the only caveat that I'm like, I could see maybe a GeForce Now dedicated like $200 handheld device or something like that just to push GeForce Now. But GeForce Now is in the Logitech G Cloud. It's in the Steam Deck. I mean, or not, like you can get it other places. So hard counter all the way. I'm fine with that one. Brad, you got another one? I think we're done with handheld stuff.
Yes, I do have another one. That was good timing. I had unexpectedly answered the phone. Let's see what I got next. Sorry. I think that there will be no new generation consumer graphics cards in 2024.
Wow.
Absolutely zero?
Wow.
Zero. Nothing new from AMD or NVIDIA. We'll see refreshes. That's different, but not a new gen.
Refresh. Okay. So you're saying that also includes Intel. Are you saying we'll not see Battle Mage next year?
Except Battle Mage.
Dang it, I should have said it. Dang it.
You gave him out.
Okay. Not bad.
Amazing.
Thank you, Adam.
Intel. Okay. So you're saying no new next gen GPUs from AMD and Intel.
Yes. AMD and NVIDIA.
Oh, I'm sorry. NVIDIA. So and next generation. So not refreshes. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. That was sentiment. Let's do another one from chat. We got a friend of the show, VC Jester, gave us a $5 super chat. Said, "Oh no, that was the cosplay one. Oh, he gave us a $10 super chat. Said my prediction: Elena goes viral in WorldStar video after being arrested for starting a WWE style brawl because she tried using a forged ID to get a senior discount on top of her student discounts."
I feel like we need to make a rule about like making predictions that are obviously not going to happen. That's just not sporting.
I don't know.
I love it.
I could see you doing this. So hold on.
You're gonna have to start chipping in for my training sessions if you're gonna cheap tune.
Well, no, I'm the one who has to fulfill this one. So,
oh really?
Yeah.
No, because it's like for. Oh.
No.
It's a super chat.
Yeah, it's a super chat. So it's for me. The prediction is based off of you. So here's the scenario. You tried using a forged ID to get a senior discount on top of your student discount. So you're at a place and you're like, hey, here's my student discount. Oh, I'm also a senior. And then they bust you because it's a forged senior ID. And then you start a brawl and get arrested. And then you go viral.
I understand the premise of this, but Adam, it's inherently unfair.
I was trying to peel back the onion.
Until I'm like 65 or 70, no one's going to believe I'm a senior citizen.
No, that's the idea. You forged the ID.
Yeah, but no one's going to believe it.
I mean, I wouldn't card you. That's funny. All right.
I mean, Gordon's in the chat saying that he saw a light bulb go off for me that I was going to try to stack discounts. Like, it's not even a question. Like, when I'm a senior citizen, assuming that City College of San Francisco is still in existence, I can be a student at City College of San Francisco and still be a senior citizen.
There you go. See?
I know, but he's saying in 2023. You will forge
that's,
ahead.
that's
2024.
true. Yeah,
2024.
for next year.
All right. I dig it. I dig it.
I'm old, but I'm not that old yet.
I dig it. All right. Who else got one?
All right, let's see here. Rolling off my last one, I think we'll see NVIDIA Super at CES 2024.
Brad's like, I gotta change my ratios here.
At CES 2024.
And I'm not saying that with any sort of inside knowledge either. So
Yeah, just some leaks.
yeah.
If we're on the topic of graphics cards, this one is maybe more wishful thinking on my part, but I think we will hopefully, maybe, please God, see, I guess more true mid-tier budget cards second half of 2024.
Mid-tier budget cards?
Well, what we used to call mid-tier, but now ostensibly have become budget because of the pricing ridiculousness.
In second half.
Yeah. 2024.
New mid-tiers. Can we put a price under what?
I'd say under 350.
Okay. I mean, yeah.
And I am thinking more about AMD and NVIDIA, so I'm not trying to be squirrely about what Intel is doing.
Wait, so
That's separate.
do you want to say specifically no, not talking about Intel?
Yeah, because I feel like that's where
Okay.
where they've positioned themselves. If they do launch their new architecture, which seems likely, then it's an automatic win, and I'm not trying to be squirrely about it.
All right. We just got a one in from friend of the show, Boria Zero, £5. Thank you so much. Said NVIDIA Next Gen will launch with reasonable MSRP and nice performing increases, but will get swallowed by mining. Copy and paste Ampere.
Man, Chad hates you for some reason.
Come on, what I ever do to you, Boria?
What? Yeah,
Jeez, I thought we were cool. I just know I'm not Boria Zero. Okay. Let's get another one from Gordon. We need another Gordon one. Oh, okay. Well, this is the same kind of thing. NVIDIA will introduce a super lineup with moderate. Let me try that again. NVIDIA will introduce a super lineup with moderated prices and performance designed to counteract new AMD and Intel GPUs. People will still scream. I mean, people will still scream. Yes, I will.
Outrage pony cavalry rides.
Yeah, the outrage pony will definitely ride on that one. Gordon on NVIDIA will introduce a super lineup with moderated prices and performance designed to counteract new AMD and Intel GPUs. You know, he likes to paint a word picture in some of these. All right.
I think that the Super Series will launch at the same price as their not super namesakes.
Ooh, man, people would be angry if that happens.
And then they would drop down the prices of the other ones.
Launch at same price.
Isn't that how it used to be in the before times? I can't remember things anymore.
It varies. It depends generation to generation.
Yeah.
Like when the 2060 Supers came out, that's when first gen RDNA came out, and so they.
That's right. It is dependent on the current climate.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, we got an interesting one from chat. Let me do another one from Gordon because this one is also relevant, GPU relevant. So this is from Gordon. Intel Battle Mage will launch after all as a discrete GPU, and I'm with that, and offer good price to performance value for gamers. I'm okay, and compete with NVIDIA GeForce 4070 Super at the high end.
That'd be nice.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's a good one. I dig it.
Very nice.
All right, we got two more in from the chat. Let me. So we got $5 Canadian from a friend of the show, Coffee. Thank you so much. Said the Nintendo Switch 2 will not have a CPU and GPU integrated into a single chip or die. So what they're saying is a discrete GPU.
Ooh. interesting? I don't see it happening.
No, I definitely don't see that one happening. I mean, I think there's a chance, but nah. Oh, why'd you do that to me? Who did this one? Coffee.
You know what I think will happen in 2024?
What?
I think we will see 10 direct storage games released.
Oh, wow.
We're gonna have to sit here and count them.
You know what we should do is like after this show, we should all the ones that require counter, we just like have a running poll somewhere and we could just like hit that as the year goes so we don't have to like count it later.
Oh, you know what? Here's the easy one. I'll take this one from VC Jester. Gives $5 super chat. Thanks so much. So people will complain that GTA 6 isn't coming out on PC. They're already doing that. So
I was gonna say
I'll take it. I will take it. Big win for Adam. VC Jester. Yeah, I mean, also honestly though, I don't think it's even coming out next year, and I do think that the PC version isn't going to be day and date.
No, I think it is coming out next year, but I don't think.
I thought they said 2025.
Oh yeah, you're right, 2025.
Yeah.
I don't think it has to come out next year though. I think he's just saying people are going to be complaining in the year 2024 about it.
Completely agree.
Yeah. All right,
Brad.
I got one.
Go.
Yeah, let's cross some of these off my list. I'm almost done mine. Let's go with. So this year, all the major shit companies are pushing the AI PC, like local on machine, local cloud stuff, or not cloud stuff, the opposite of that, local AI stuff. And I think in 2024, there will be no killer AI PC app.
Oh, that would hurt a lot of people. That would hurt a lot of people.
Why? It's just going to be. It's just how everyone's
dumping.
Works.
I know, but everyone's dumping marketing money in it right now. It's like the next big thing.
I mean, that's how it works. There's always some kind of trend. Like, how long do we have to hear about? Was it blockchain?
Yeah, blockchain, metaverse.
Well, what would constitute a killer AI app? If there was going to be one, what would constitute one? Like what would we define as like, oh man, that's the killer app. You want an NPU for this.
I think there's your answer right there. Like ChatGPT is a killer app. Like people know AI because of ChatGPT. Hopefully there's something similar for local AI, but I don't think there's going to be. Okay,
so I'm actually going to put for local AI in this.
Yeah,
okay. Because that is a differentiator. Yeah.
We'll figure it out next year. We're all reasonable folks here.
Are we? Speak for yourself, Bradley Charkis. I have another one from Gordon, and I think it is also AI related. Oh, here, Gordon's literally typing in the word local AI. So I'm going to wait for him to
finish
his thought. We got a couple super chats that I need to get to. Thank you. But really, don't feel like you need to. YouTube,
really,
not for today's episode.
Yeah, YouTube will move the heart in the chat scroll back covering text. YouTube will move the heart in the chat scroll back covering text.
There's an emoji, right? Like, so there's a reaction and it does cover some of the text as people are talking.
It is annoying.
I do find that annoying.
Very annoying.
Andrews L. Also, Facebook will start working okay in landscape mode. Okay. And then optional, dogs can fly. Okay. Yeah.
I don't know if you meant to reference the English idiom, but normally if you really wanted to go for a fact, you would say pigs can fly. Or pigs will fly, rather.
I think that's the point, is that none of this is going to come true.
And it's like riffing off of that, but not quite the same. Yeah, no, I get it.
Wait, if you take a dog on a plane,
dogs can fly.
Dogs can fly. There you go.
You're not saying physically dogs grow wings.
You're a bro.
Willis is there for me. I like it. We got another one from Skeetsayer. I think this is an actual real one. I appreciate it. AMD will dominate the budget market. AMD will dominate the budget market.
That's so broad, though.
Yeah.
Like, that's like multiple fronts that it's going to have to do it on. Ooh.
Yeah, let's see, because Yeah.
Oh no, you missed.
Did I miss one?
No, it's okay.
Did they
You
say
didn't.
no? They
No,
didn't.
you got it.
Also, I'm not.
That's good. We can figure that out.
Yeah. I mean, that is maybe if you can quantify that. Are you talking about GPU? Are you talking about laptop? Are you talking about CPU? Yeah. Oh, you know what? Here's one I want to do personally. We will see Ryzen, new Ryzen APUs, new Ryzen AM5 based APUs next year. So yeah,
Wait, you said 2024 or 2025?
Jesus, yeah, 2024
Going-
next year.
going
I know.
further out.
Yeah. So new APUs. Obviously, APUs were a huge thing for Ryzen 5000. So whether it's 7000 based or 8000 based, whatever, just AM5 based APUs, I think we'll launch. And I mean, yeah. Will we say? Will we see 3D Vcache versions of APUs?
No.
But what if we did? You know what? I'm gonna put another one in there. I'm gonna pull a Gordon here. 3D Vcache based AM5 APUs in 2024.
You could just put mine as just simply no.
Yeah. Simply no, Elena Yee.
No. Just the word no.
Oh.
Just the word no. Only no. Period.
Yeah.
No, comma, LOL.
Because I mean, listen, I don't think any of us would have guessed the 5600X 3D, right?
No.
Like, because we're always like, oh, you know what? Like, it is a cost premium for 3D Vcache. Yeah. So.
Yeah, they've been making their APUs more expensive. So.
Ooh.
Yeah, but that's also a limited release. So I don't know.
Ooh, I got
Let's see.
another one. I'm gonna keep rolling it. I'm gonna keep
Oh,
rolling it. I'm
boy,
gonna
here we
see.
go.
Sorry,
boy.
I need to change the numbers because I just want these in order. So 3D Vcache in a handheld.
Okay, but mine has to follow number 26
I know.
though because it's a direct.
Oh,
response to that.
okay.
It's
well,
not saying
yeah,
no to
true,
all of your
true.
predictions.
Yeah.
It's just that specific one.
Because listen, if there was a place to have 3D Vcache, it would be in a handheld, right?
Yeah.
So we do have 3D Vcache based laptop parts, but those are.
We're
What?
almost to 30 predictions already.
Yeah, I mean that's nothing. We had 60.
I know.
Yeah. So yeah, because if there's, I mean, this is just hopeful thinking, right? If AMD, so if Meteor Lake is actually going to start to be somewhat competitive in the handheld space, and AMD wants to continue to push that forward, you know, like having a 3D Vcache version in a handheld would be like, that would be awesome,
Steam Deck Ultimate.
right? And yeah, so I like it. All right. Do we have any super chats I missed? Oh yeah, we got one from Ian, Tech Potato. Ian, yeah, you've only got one in so far. Come on.
Are you trying to?
You're being stingy this year, Ian. Come on. Someone will build Qualcomm Orion-based Hackintosh.
That's oddly specific.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I like the sound of it though. I'd check that out.
Interesting. Yeah.
Snapdragon X Elite.
Oh yeah. Do we have anyone willing to put any money on how Snapdragon X will do in the Windows space? Because they're talking a big game.
I think Snapdragon X Elite will come out and rival or outright beat AMD and Intel in more tests than not.
Outright beat AMD in what? What?
I think they will rival or outright beat AMD and Intel in more tasks than not.
Intel in more tasks than not. Wow.
To comparative price point. Who knows what it's going to be? Like a Core i5, I'm guessing. So
Wow.
I think it's going to come out swinging. Yeah.
That's also saying that ARM support is going to get there in Windows. Wow.
Yeah.
Dang. Okay. All right.
Yeah, Meteor Lake has that not so great. It didn't have much uplift for single thread performance compared to last gen, so the door is open for
Dang.
Qualcomm to splash.
All right. Well, I'm going to go back over to Gordon's document. He's got 2 new ones in here. I haven't gotten to all of Gordon's. Client-based AI will continue to slowly build up steam in 2024, but will be one of the primary drivers of new PC sales thanks to marketing. Okay. All right. 31. Yep.
I think it's gonna be the centerpiece of marketing, but without that killer app that I don't think is gonna happen, I don't know how many it's actually gonna sell.
I mean, I do wonder how many people are actually going to fall into it for the marketing, because that's the other thing is that, like, if it's one thing to market, hey, we have an AI based PC, but if the people who are trying to buy are like, okay, that's cool, that's awesome, I will buy an AI based PC, what can I do with it?
Yeah.
If they can't finish that story, then yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be like all those Windows ARM laptops, like what, 5 to 10 years in that
Surface
period
RT.
ago.
Yeah.
Yep, that's exactly where my mind jumped.
Gordon in the chat says, I think most people won't know where the AI is being accelerated. He didn't say this, but I think I'm following up with most people are just going to buy it based off of AI alone and not really understand. So,
Well, they will understand when it doesn't wow them, I think.
yeah. Anders has a good one. AI in desktop is a bust. We're not putting it in because there's no money on it, but yeah. We just got in one from or Elena, did you have any? I feel like you've been quiet for a bit.
I
it's
just
been-
don't have much on. Yeah, I just don't have much on this topic, so I like it to be like thematic.
Yeah, okay.
Perfect.
Goner Milegis gave us a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, friend of the show. We will see new CPUs or APUs for the AM4 platform in 2024. Wow,
That's a good one.
AM4 getting more love.
I like it.
I mean, Goner Milegis, I will.
Such a good name.
Yeah, because I mean, if we think about it, what we saw 5600 X3D. We didn't see any new APUs. Was that the only new AM4 based chip in 2023?
I feel like there was 2, but I'm not sure. I feel like that's happened a couple times now.
Yep.
Because we had said the 5800 X3D is the swan song, and then it wound up not being.
Yeah. Well, I think AMD did leave the door open though, right? Like
Yeah,
they had
they
left
did.
the door open for it. It's just that most people had assumed that there would be no reason for them to. And then they're like, here, surprise, if you lived near a Micro Center, congratulations. If you don't, well, that's unfortunate for you. Make better life choices.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
AI is going to be around a lot next year, but yeah, I think it's just going to be. Any predictions on AI on the desktop? 'Cause that's the other thing for me too, is like this whole Meteor Lake strategy is not fully clear either for desktop, because I mean Meteor Lake is supposed to be about efficiency and NPU, and their new disaggregated architecture really kind of helps laptop more than desktop. I mean, maybe there's something I'm missing, but yeah.
Damn. You hit him. I just listened to you say that out loud, and I got to say, you've picked up a lot of PC knowledge since we first started the full.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what you're talking about over there.
Oh, it's great.
I just surround myself by the smartest people. So.
So my go ahead, Brad.
Mm.
Oh, I was gonna say for me, if we're talking about AI, my not probably even that bold prediction is that I feel like the real improvements that we're going to see from AI are going to be invisible to most consumers. I think it's going to be in software. I think there's a lot of talk about hardware, obviously, but I think the real benefits that most people are going to actually have affecting their lives won't even be things that they associate with AI. Because I think most people are associating AI with not that it is this, but like the whole, like what Microsoft wanted to kind of do with Cortana, right? Where you talk to something, it responds, the whole like computer, where's Captain Picard right now? That kind of stuff. Like that's not really where AI is going to be really making big gains in 2024. I think it's going to be more software type stuff. Like there's a lot of talk about not just with like image editing, stuff like that, but there's a lot of talk about how it's being used for like security software, things like that. Right. But yeah, I think it's going to be largely invisible to most people, unless you just are like that much of a nerd for it.
We do have one, so I'm gonna call an audible. Falcon Northwest, who has sponsored this episode, and didn't give us a super chat, but they sponsored this episode. So, I think
give it to 'em.
we can put it in there. Has a prediction that I think is a good one. The PC internal speaker will make a huge comeback due to AI. Dr. Sabatso. I don't know the Dr. Sabatso thing, but I want the internal speaker to make a huge comeback. So thank you, Falcon Northwest. We'll get that one in on a technicality.
I'm pretty tapped out at this point. PC World will hit 450,000 subs 2024.
Oh God.
That's a big milestone
Yeah.
for Adam.
I want to say 500, but
Let's do 500.
okay, let's do 500.
Shoot for the moon.
So anyway, tune in for CES in January, where you'll find me in a Sailor Moon outfit.
Yeah, that's how we're gonna do there. That's how we're gonna get there. Brad, that's Brad. Okay, so I do have another Gordon one that I'm gonna get in there. Okay. Oh, okay. Gordon has a couple more. I definitely don't want to forget some of these. Desktop and mobile PC sales will continue to rebound. Mainstream tech media gaming press will still insist PCs are dead, and why not just buy a console? Yep. That's a two-parter, and that is a good two-parter. Gordon, I like it. Gordon Ung. Let's put another Gordon one in here. I think this is Gordon's last one. Gordon's in the chat says he'll do a Sailor Moon outfit at CES 2025. Oh crap! Where did I lost it? He will do a Sailor Moon. Yeah, he will do a Sailor Moon at 2025 CES if we break 500,000. There you go.
Hey.
Sub right now.
Hit that subscribe button.
Yeah.
Smash it.
We got sorry. One last from Gordon that's in here. Maybe he'll add more. DDR4 will die as enthusiasts and games largely turn to DDR5 based builds, making the DDR4 to DDR5 transition one of the fastest memory transitions in PC history. Wow. Nice. That one we're definitely going to have to figure out to follow up on, but DDR4 will die. That's a headline right there. I like it.
I think that means Gordon's also predicting the death of AM4 finally.
Yeah. We got another super chat from a friend of the show, Mark Chambers, gave us 5 NZ, which I'm going to say is New Zealand dollars.
New Zealand dollars.
Yep.
All right, cool. I'll take those. I've never seen him in person. So yeah, I'll just go cash it out from the bank. Mark Chambers said, so you forcing motherboard makers to foot the cost of PC speakers again in 2024. All right, I guess it's not a prediction, but kind of. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. That's we've always Gordon has always talked about, like, hey, the motherboard manufacturers are always the ones that get stuck with the cost of stuff. I like it. Ian has some really good predictions in here. He's just not willing to put money on them. He said E3 isn't really dead. Yeah.
Maybe he's going easy on you because of
maybe
this
he felt
year.
bad. Yeah. Maybe we felt bad. I had one that I was going to talk to you about, Elena. So I want to see if you want to counter or maybe add to it. There are rumors of a PS5 Pro, which I'm not fully 100% on board, especially, like I don't fully believe it, but Microsoft is still touting the horn of saying, hey, no Pro. I mean, maybe they'll refresh like a slim design kind of thing, but like Microsoft seems to be very like no Pro variants in this generation. What do you think?
The fact that they discounted the Xbox Series X to $350 during the holiday season, I feel tells you a lot about their position in the market. I honestly, I don't follow that space enough these days to reasonably conjecture whether or not it'd be worth it to them to do like another old move for them out of their playbook and go with a huge loss leader to try to drum up support around the hardware. But I don't really see them going that direction. I think it's very obvious, to me at least. It seems obvious that their direction, their focus is still the whole like software and services angle. And that's why they've been doing all the acquisitions of the different studios. And with them onboarding Activision Blizzard now, I think I wouldn't say it's impossible, but I don't know if if they did a hardware refresh, they'd be going for a pro angle. I think they want to try to make it seem as accessible as possible to try to get more people into the ecosystem. Because as somebody, I was talking with an old colleague of mine the other day, and they pointed out, they're like, PlayStation 5 doesn't need a discount. So like, that's kind of what they're up against right now.
Yeah, well, they just have the slim model, and I don't know. I still feel like a PS5 Pro is still pretty. I mean, not saying it wouldn't sell. Like, I mean, people would buy it if it did come out. Like, it would not surprise me. But also, like, I feel like, do we need Pro right now? Like, what are we? You know, what are console people like really like? Oh man, wow, I can't play this game. It's horrible. So yeah, I don't know. Also, I want to say Tech with Sean probably put in my favorite chat of today. It is not by my hand that I am once given flesh, or once again given flesh. I'm talking about E3. A nice quote from Symphony of the Night, one of my favorite games of all time. So great.
I did see some chatter from the show River 2M about pricing for SSDs for next year.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually am going to be a little pessimistic for next year. I don't want to be, but I'm going to be. So River 2 is saying that they think that 4 terabyte Gen 4 NVMe SSDs are going to be $150 in 2024. I mean, I think that's going to be possibly true for sale prices, but I think we're actually going to just be seeing that unfortunate uptick in SSD pricings for, I don't know, I would say at least the first half of next year. And I don't know if it's going to come back down again because it's cyclical, right? And so like we were on that down swoop during 2023, but I think they've corrected in terms of like how much output they're doing. So I think it's going to tick back up and kind of hold there for a bit, unfortunately.
Yeah, me too. SSDs are going to get more expensive.
Yeah.
So see what I put in the doc and maybe tailor it, Elena. Make sure
That's fine.
Yeah, okay. So does anyone want to make a prediction on, I see some people in the chat talking about Windows. Will Windows 12 launch next year? Anyone want to put some paper on that?
I think a new version of Windows will launch with a focus on AI, but it won't be called Windows 12.
Launch with
and
a
it
focus on AI.
Windows 11 AI edition.
It will ditch a lot of legacy compatibility.
Oh. A lot of legacy.
They've been trying to do that forever with the Windows Store and the different ARM stuff and everything. I think that Snapdragon X Elite chip winds up being that's when they draw a line in the sand and say, hey, here's Windows AI. Everyone else can still do it too. There's actually a report saying something like that recently from Windows Central. I think there's a lot of truth to it.
Boria Zero, thank you for the super chat. I'm going to hold on to that for a minute. We're gonna finish with that one. Also, Colin says, so Brad is calling for 2 new versions of Windows this year, a handheld based one and then an AI based one.
They're gonna be busy.
I forgot the second half of that comment, which I think is the funniest part.
What?
Said, lol, is he trying to kill the desktop himself?
Yeah. Also, who's it? Liquid R says they're going to go back and fill in Windows 9. They're like, you know what? 12, no, we got to go back. We missed one. Windows 9. I like it. Yeah. Okay. I want to do one. I think Thunderbolt 5 will bring in a new renaissance in eGPUs. Thunderbolt 5 is a significant increase on bandwidth, and it should hopefully breathe in new life to eGPUs.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
I feel like it cooled off a lot because it was last year there was a lot of buzz around it still. And then this year it just felt kind of dead.
Yeah. Well,
I'm gonna counter it with no.
Oh.
I'll straight counter that.
great counter.
So do you think it's a hard counter? Because like I do also feel like some of the eGPU stuff is tied to just general GPU interest and availability. And so is any of your opinion based on that or for different reasons?
That's part of it, but more so, I think that mainstream just doesn't want a box to plug into their laptop. I think, they've been trying to do it for a while, and I don't think it's something that people necessarily want.
So cool though.
I don't know.
Oh, they rock.
Because I like that promise of being like, hey, I have a thin and light based Meteor Lake laptop, which has awesome efficiency when I'm unplugged. But then when I want to plug in and go home and put in some power, that is awesome. And I would say the other reason why I think that it's not tied to this, but it kind of is tied to this, is that eGPUs in the handheld space are definitely like starting to heat up too. Like Oculink is a thing. There's a new replacement for that, But yeah, for me, so I guess I think like just in general. So maybe I need to take out the Thunderbolt 5 part, but I think in 2024 we're gonna see new life in eGPUs.
I hope so. I hope I'm wrong. I just don't think I'm gonna be. I love the technology. Everything you just said, I totally agree with. It's just hasn't happened.
Yeah. All right.
I like how
editing it.
I like how in the document you have cribbed from mine, just saying no.
No. Yeah.
No.
That's the right way to do it. All right. Any more? Let me see. Make sure if Gordon doesn't have any more DDR5.
We're at 43.
43, yeah. I'm sorry. You know what? There is one more from Gordon that I totally missed. Epic will manage to break through the 30% App Store tax on Apple, Google, and Steam marketplaces. I mean,
Ooh, all right.
That'd be nice. That would be nice. I
And
like
then
that.
no more free games.
Yeah. Yeah, I do wonder. Well, so VR, Wasm guy is asking about, or was talking about Apple VR. Do you think any predictions around VR?
I think the Apple Vision Pro is going to wow people, but it's not going to tangibly move VR adoption. It's $3,500 and it's made for like doing work and stuff like that, or to look at old panoramic pictures.
Yeah,
it's wild. Just like how flat VR is after 10 years of them trying to like drum it up.
I think we'll see a Valve Index 2 in 2024.
Oh, all right. Valve Index 2 in 2024. I'm going to do another Valve-based one. I say we will see a new Steam controller in 2024.
That's bold, my friend.
Yeah,
I hope so.
Because I think what's going to happen is that they're gonna take back the learnings of the Steam Deck and say, hey, you know what? We can do the ultimate PC-based controller because we learned so much with the Steam Deck, and yeah. So Lewis Law says Adam is prepping for next year's drinking fest. A lot of these are just wishful thinking, right?
Yeah,
and
you got to will it into existence.
Yeah, right. Liquid R says Quest 3 is supposed to be really nice. I have actually been using it a lot recently, and yeah, I dig it. So, okay, all right. Anything else we need in here? Or should we call it? Because it is.
I think we're good.
Yeah,
I'm good at least.
Yeah. Any last minute ones from Elena?
Oh gosh, I think I've been falling down again on this one. I have like 4.
I mean, that's
we're used to it.
I have more. I have more this year.
If you guys want to make it an even 50, hit that.
I predict that Adam is going to be trolled even harder next year than 2022, because everyone's so easy on him this year.
Yeah. Oh, you mean the next predictions episode?
Yeah, because like it kind of works that I
Yeah,
think it's gonna
yeah.
kind of work out that way where everyone's like, what? We didn't make him suffer?
Yeah. I like it. I like it. I can see Gordon typing furiously. Oh, he put it in the chat. Reverse build wireless cases will become a viable build alternative in 2024.
I actually did have some stuff on that, but I felt like we were trying to close out the show.
No,
I was
please.
thinking that 2024, I think most of the trends we're going to see, not at CES, but more like Computex, like a lot of that stuff is going to like really just keep pushing this like clean build aesthetic. So just really going hard on that angle and not necessarily going with the previous trends of like size based trend. Like with ITX was really hot for a really long time, right? I mean, still is, but I think now the idea or the obsession is just to get rid of cabling woes and having to deal with all of that.
I actually have a video we're going to shoot after lunch because like I think a lot of people are focusing on the whole, ooh, you don't see wires and it's cableless and, you know, look how pretty it is. But actually now having built in one, the embargo's up. So I have built in the MSI Project Zero. They sent me the case. They sent me a whole system essentially with the Micro ATX motherboard and the case. And I will say like it changed. I think this is going to change the way people build PCs. It's going to make it a lot easier. Like not seeing the wires is one thing, sure, whatever, like aesthetically, that's awesome. But like building in it to be able to mount the motherboard and then flip it around and then never have to do the whole like, oh, I got to feed cables through and where do I plug it into? And I got to like to be able to just be like, oh, literally everything's right there. Plug in the power supply, plug in the cables, boom. Sure, a seasoned builder like me, like, it made it quicker for me. Like, it's not that I'm against doing the whole back and forth, but for new builders, that's like a game changer. Like, I think that's going to be a big deal. So, yeah.
Heck yeah.
Anyway, yeah. Any more? Gordon's got a last one in here. I gotta put this one in just because it's fun. People will be angry over GPU prices and launches. That one's just fun. That's just easy. Gordon Mong. All right. Any more?
This is maybe more wishful thinking than prediction, but I guess I'll have to form it in the form of a prediction because of the show, the nature of this episode. Let's say we will see 5 new products with the AirJet Mini technology. I want it to be true.
Five released products.
Exactly 5.
5 or more.
Five is already kind of pushing it, given that they showed like 1 last year. Maybe I should say 3. Maybe I should say 3. I should say 3. Give myself a sporting chance here.
And we're talking about specific products, not like a line. Like if it happens to be in like a line of laptops.
Yeah. I'm not trying to be squirrely about it.
I think that's a fair way to do it. Like, I don't think it's Dell XPS 13 has it, but it has like 4 different variants. That just counts as 1.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's too.
Chat's saying you should stick with 5.
I will stick with 5 if I can count commercial. Otherwise, I'm going to go with 3 for consumer.
3 consumer. Oh, I'll just put that in there. Or 5 including commercial. Okay. Yeah.
Please be true.
Yeah.
I know. It's so
sure.
cool. I really want to see it.
Yeah. Gordon thinks it's reasonable. 5 is reasonable. We have a $2 Canadian dollar super chat from friend of the show, Coffee. Thank you so much. GPU mining will make a comeback in 2024. Wow, dude, I really.
Oh no! Why?
Yeah,
don't put that out in the universe.
That is just rude. In so many ways. Friend of the show. Okay. Any more? No, quiet.
I got to 53.
All right.
I feel like that's
solid.
Well, we actually have one more, We have one more.
Mhm.
Oh, that's true.
A two,
54.
yeah, $5 or no, a £2 super chat from Boria Zero, which I think we're all taking. Oh no, actually, Boria Zero
Yeah.
says Star Citizen will launch in 20. Oh, they say 2025.
20, yeah, so that's for
Oh, show off an early prediction. Okay, well,
You have to hold it.
technically put that in there, but yeah, we're gonna have to hold that one.
You have to hold it. Put it in
And I'm
italics.
gonna put Boria Zero
or something.
on. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna put. Have you talked? I talked to Hayden around GDC time. We were supposed to connect, but I wasn't able to connect with him.
while
But I think Hayden would be okay with us speaking for him and saying
Oh, yeah.
Star Citizen
Just keep rolling it over.
will not launch in 2024.
Oh, we have another
Another,
last moment super chat. People just getting them in there.
Hayden Dingman. Okay, so another super chat from friend of the show Gunga Din. Thank you so much, $5. I really appreciate it. Falcon Northwest will come out with a new case design. Oh, come on. It sounds like you're gonna have to start doing some work over there, Kelt. You don't want to see me drink some crappy stuff anymore. I like it. A new case design, not even just a refresh, because they do refreshes. He does refresh their cases. Gunga Din. All right, I like it. I think we should wrap up. I'm gonna go hurl. Just kidding. I'm not. Oh no, coffee. What? God.
Watch out.
Man, wow, coffee. You really have it out for me this year, huh? Wow, what did I do to you? What did I do to you? All right, so hopefully this is the final one. We can stop it. We can stop it at any moment, people. Number 57. Friend of the show, Coffee, gave us a $2 Canadian super chat. Thank you, I guess. It said they're being another enemy of the show by predicting Raptor Lake refresh. Yeah.
Oh, now Ian's getting in on it too.
Oh no. There's okay. I'm sorry. It's not a prediction. They're saying they're more. It's more like they're an enemy of the show, and they predicted Raptor Lake refresh. So
Yes.
okay, so not a prediction. All right, cool. And then Ian, thank you. £5. I appreciate it. Between you all, predict which company will mention AI the most at a singular event keynote. Oh man, I mean, I would say Intel.
You think Intel?
Yeah.
I'm
Qualcomm.
gonna go. Oh, this is a very difficult decision to make.
Yeah, I'm gonna. So tab, Adam. I'm gonna say Intel. Brad, do you say Qualcomm?
Yeah.
I can see where Brad's coming from.
Yeah. Gordon, do you have one? Oh, Price is Right rules.
I'm gonna go with Nvidia.
All right, so somebody, yeah, in our, we're gonna have to watch that one. Gordon's saying actually put in the number. He's saying 127 for Intel.
That's. It's gotta raise the stakes.
Yeah, I'm not gonna put numbers on that, man.
Gotta raise the stakes.
Numbers on that one. We got another super chat from.
I was trying to drive it back up to 60.
Yeah, I know. We're back up to 60 pretty much. This is number 58. VC Jester said, $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Said, Intel announces special edition CPU for gaming with no little cores. Okay.
That is a respectable prediction.
I mean, I think it would have come out during this, this generation, or this socket. Because if they move to Arrow Lake or Meteor Lake or something, I think that's going to be a whole separate ballgame. But I could see that. I guess while we're waiting for Arrow Lake, maybe they're like, oh, hey, you know what? We got something with all cores. But I will say motherboards have made it a lot easier, like that Gigabyte one that I did the 14th gen review on. Like actually literally just had in like the easy mode on the UEFI, just a little toggle turn off eCores. It was just like the easiest thing, like boop. That's all you gotta do.
Got your nose.
Yeah. Oh man, wow. Gordon's actually putting numbers down here. So Gordon says Intel's gonna number it at 127. AMD will mention AI 114 times. NVIDIA only 80. Interesting.
Gordon's reasoning for that is the reason why it took me so long to choose NVIDIA, because when you are in a top position, there's no reason to rehash what you're good at.
Yeah.
Which is why I could see Brad's point, where it's like Qualcomm is kind of like, dark horse, like not really thought about as much. So they're going to be like, hey, we're here.
Oh, wow. And,
I thought that was smart.
Ian said earlier that Intel said AI 167 times at an AI Everywhere event in 1 hour. He had a supercut of all of them.
Wow.
Also, Falcon Northwest says that Gordon's predictions sound really well researched. Maybe he knows some inside. Maybe he has some inside knowledge. And then Gordon says somebody has to take risks with Willis's stomach.
No.
I like it.
Oh man.
Cool. All right. I think we need to get out of here. I'm putting a close on it. We're putting a stake in it. We're done. That has been our productions episode. That has also been the last episode of 2023. 2023 has been quite a year. From the bottom of my heart, I appreciate all of you out there watching, sticking with us, getting through all the stuff that's been through here. Obviously, Gordon's in the chat. He wasn't able to join us, but, definitely thinking about him. Everyone's supporting him to, continue to put up the good fight, and hopefully come back better and stronger. Brad, I know you've been through your own set of circumstances this year for sure. So hopefully 2024 brings you a fresh new chance.
Chill and relaxing. That's what I'm hoping for. That's it. I agree with everything you said. I don't talk about emotional stuff very often, but the amount of support that everyone here gave, well-meaning, well wishes, donations to GoFundMe, like me and my neighbors literally could have done without y'all. So love y'all from the bottom of my heart too.
Yeah, no, everyone's been super, super awesome. I love this community, and I love the people on Discord. Like, we have great talks. It just feels like an awesome, tight-knit group. And I love this team. Thank you, all of you, Brad, Elena, Willis, Gordon. Like, I feel like we're a damn good tight-knit crew, and I wouldn't be able to continue to keep doing this stuff without your backing. So thank you.
Thank you all. Just real quick, there are two other holiday super chats I just want to mention. Earlier in the chat, Gunner Me Leggies, $20 super chat. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Merry Christmas to you all. This is my favorite episode every year.
Yeah.
And
It is a good one.
It is a good one. And then $5 super chat from Matt, aka Coder Face. Thank you all for great content in 2023. Thank you.
Yeah, and even more in 2024. That is for sure. So obviously this is the last live Full Nerd episode of the year, but I do have I have 4 interview videos with Brad Shoemaker. We did just kind of like quick rapid fire fun little videos when he was in here last. Those are edited. I'm going to release those over the break. 2 of them with Jeff from Craft Computing. So I'll release those over the break too. A couple good ones there. I have a little MSI video that we're going to be shooting after this. Willis is potentially going to put together maybe just a little bloopers video
Just
for the year.
Just a smidge.
And then we're going to be at CES with a full crew, and unfortunately Gordon's not going to be able to join us. Brad is going to be able to join us for the first time going to CES since we were trying to figure it out. Maybe 2017, I think was the last time. Yeah. Maybe 2018.
It's a long time ago. I haven't traveled since the pandemic.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
And I haven't gone to CES for a few years, so I'm excited.
Yeah. So Brad's going to be there. We know Ian's going to be there, so we'll definitely say hi to Ian. And then
Be gentle. I'm terrible on camera.
Yeah. No, definitely. Come say hi. Willis has actually never met Brad in person.
Not in person. So I was just telling Brad.
Oh, really?
Yeah, never. So
that blew my mind.
Yeah, that is. I was telling Brad that it's like, since I've got hired here, I've never met Brad in person. I was like, are you even real? Are you just AI generated?
Also,
prepare to be disappointed.
Brad, you've never met Keith in person either, huh?
Nope.
Yeah, so Keith is going to be there. So it's going to be me and Willis, Brad, Keith, Mark Hockman. yeah. So some good content. I've been building the schedule out. Got a lot of good stuff. We're going to be there a whole week. Already have some good interviews. I love doing interviews with people. So we got some good interviews. Probably going to be some products there we'll talk about. So yeah,
It'll be fun.
It'll be fun. Until then, we're all gonna get some time off for the holidays and the new year. So
Gotta get some rest.
yeah. It'll be a good time. So I don't know. Any last words before we get out of here? Anyone else? No.
Honestly, everybody who's watching either in real time now or later on, everyone who's on our Discord server with us, hanging out, you made 2023 a much better year. So thank you. Thank you for supporting us, and thank you for always showing up with really fun comments.
For sure. And I guess I have to go finish the rest of these drinks that I opened up and these donuts. No, maybe later. So
There's always a sink.
there is always a sink.
Mix it all in.
Yeah. Oh boy. Let me read this over here. Check back next. No, do not check back next week. Check back next year. For your fix of PC talk on the Full Nerd. To listen to us on the go, subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube Music, Pocket Casts, or anywhere you can point your RSS feed to. If you are on one of those services, please leave a review, because every time you do, I can't think of it.
You make a prediction.
We make a prediction that and Brad needs to eat more Kleenex.
Yeah.
Thank you to the co-host with the mostest, Brad Charkis, for joining us.
Yeah.
And for an awesome
That was
year.
terrible. Yeah, awesome year, terrible episode. My stomach hurts. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
And thank you, Elena Yee.
Bye, everyone. Happy New Year.
Yeah. And Willa Sly is going to take us out of here.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Hope everyone have a wonderful holiday and a Happy New Year. We'll see you next year. Bye.